Olúwa ṣeun.
Kọ̀wọ́ bí ó ti ṣe.
Kọ̀wọ́ bí ó ti ṣe o.
Kọ̀wọ́ bí ó ti sọ.
Abíọ́lá.
Ó ṣàtọ́jú mi lójoojúmọ́.
Abíọ́lá kò wó kò wó. Kò wó. Abíọ́lá kò wó. Ọmọ lọ́jọ́ bí ní àṣẹ púpọ̀ sórí kò wó. Bàbá òwò bí ó ti ń hùwà. Owó bí ó ti ń ṣe. Grandma.
Kọ̀wọ́ bí ó ti sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ṣàtọ́jú mi lójoojúmọ́.
Owó bí ó ti ń hùwà.
Kọ̀wọ́ bí ó ti hùwà.
Owó.
Kọ̀wọ́ bí ó ti hùwà.
Owó bí ó ti ṣe.
Kọ̀wọ́ bí ó ti sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ṣàtọ́jú mi lójoojúmọ́.
Why you give me chance? Oh, I want to praise my God.
Give me chance, oh, I want to praise my God.
Give me chance. Oh, I want to praise my God.
Give me chance, oh, I want to praise my God.
Give me chance. Oh, I want to be body for Jesus.
Give me chance, oh, I want to praise my God.
Because my testimonies, if you only do better.
Give me chance, oh, I want to praise my God.
Now only me know what you do for me. Allow me praise my God.
Give me
Oh,
chance, oh, I want to praise my God.
oh yeah, give me chance. Oh, I want to praise my God.
Give me chance, oh, I want to praise my God.
Give me chance. Oh, I want to praise my God.
Give me chance, oh, I want to praise my God.
Well, literally, Abiola, you've been faithful, Lord, from the ages past. That is why your name, Ololukola, is forever. You alone are worthy, Father.
You are not a God,
You alone are worthy, Lord.
to be praised and
You alone are worthy.
you are not a God,
You alone are worthy, Lord.
to be praised and adored.
You've been faithful, Lord,
You've been faithful, Lord,
from the ages past.
from the ages past.
That is why your name,
That is why your name
Ololukola.
is forevermore.
Say you've been faithful, Lord,
You've been faithful, Lord,
from the ages past.
from the ages past.
That is why your name,
That is why your name
Ololukola.
is forevermore.
Oh yeah, come and join me, sing hallelujah. Jehovah Jireh has done me well. Come and join me, sing hallelujah. Jehovah Jireh has done me well. Come and join me,
Come and join me, sing hallelujah.
Abiola baby.
Jehovah Jireh has done me well.
Come and join me,
Come and join me, sing hallelujah.
Jehovah.
Jehovah Jireh has done me well.
Oh yeah, come and join me, oh
Come and join me, sing hallelujah.
Jehovah.
Jehovah Jireh has done me well.
Come and join me,
Come and join me, sing hallelujah.
Jehovah.
Jehovah Jireh has done me well.
Egbega, 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 egbega.
Ekega, oh, ekega, oh, ekega, oh, ekega.
Ijo, 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 ijo. Egbega, 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 egbega.
Ekega, oh, ekega, oh, ekega, oh, ekega.
Oh yeah, nítorí Abíọ́lá, from my spirit to my soul, until my voice re-echoes. You are worthy of my worship, worthy from my spirit,
From my spirit to
until my voice, until
my voice.
you are worthy, you are worthy of my worship, worthy. Amọ̀pẹ́ wa amúyìn wá o, ọpẹ́. Arúgbó ọjọ́ ọpẹ́ sá. Somebody let me hear you say thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amújọ́ wa amúyìn wá Olúwa. máa yé èmi nìkan ló yé mo lè yé ẹnì kankan Abíọ́lá ìdí tí mo fi yin bàbá èmi nìkan ló yé èmi nìkan ló yé.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. What's going on, everybody? Do me a favor as you're coming in. Hey, Natu. Hey, everyone. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Turn up your notifications as you're coming live. Let me do a quick shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to Much Better Today. Shout out to Babes Wins. Shout out to Natu. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the sponsors of this show. We try to bring it as often as we can. All right. What we do here on Mind of Prestigious, we extract life and relationship lessons from trendy topics. That's what we do here. So of course, you know what that means. You know what time it is, right? Today we're going to be talking about American rappers Remy and Papoose. So I dropped a video a few days ago, maybe 1 or 2 videos where we talked about this. I actually went live showing Papoose crashing out on the internet. We're going to probably revisit some of those today. All right. So yes, today we're going to be talking about Papoose. Did Remy cheat on Papoose? All right. So as you know, the truth of that is not something I see answer that Much Better Today already gave here. Says yes, she did. Those answers, I wish they were. If it were that simple, you know, people will be ironing these issues out a lot more easier. Marriott, good to see you. Hello. Welcome back. All right. So yes, so we have that topic to cover today. In case you don't know me, my name is Ola. And yes, I am the one that created this platform. I also, along with the help of my wife, we've created 2 different books, Get My Marriage Back and Number One Red Flag. You can download them absolutely for free at manofprestige.com. The link is also in the description box. So I am, with the help of my wife, we're coaches, okay? And we've been doing this for a while. This year is our 18th year of doing this thing called marriage. This thing called marriage is getting a lot more and more difficult. It's not just marriage, by the way, just relationships in general. Not just romantic relationships, just relationships in general. Interacting with other human beings. Everybody is gaslighting each other. Everybody is in a toxic situation. They don't know what to do with themselves. So, and we think we've figured a couple of things out. We can offer a couple of tips here and there. Maybe you would consider to help you nurture better, healthier relationships. All right, so that's why we have this conversation. So I use this platform in particular to again react to trendy topics and in an attempt to extract life and relationship lessons. You know, as we're living life, as all these stories is being told, it's all a Nollywood Hollywood movie, and the stories being told, and inside of it are the lessons. So, and that's what I try to do. Okay, there's no one size fits all, but there are some principles that are basically the same across the board, and that's all I try to extract and share here. So now, speaking of Papoose and Remy again, they are rappers and they've been around for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and give you like a quick recap of the last 17 years of this couple. They crashed out over the last 2 days all over the internet, vomited all over us. As a matter of fact, as we speak, they're still talking. They're dragging each other out. They have children and they have, you know. So we're going to be talking about that. All right. All right. So now, did Remy cheat on Papoose? The shocking truth. All right. So let me just go ahead and dive right into it. I'm gonna the Root did a fantastic job of putting like a quick recap here. So I'm going to be reading from the Root. All right. And then we'll take a breather. We'll breathe. I will see for the duration of this live stream. I want to be reading from. I'll be reading from you guys. If you have anything to say it in the chat. If you want to come up, feel free to come up. As a matter of fact, feel free to join me up here. hit the like button already, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. So I just dropped the link. I will drop it occasionally. If you want to join the conversation, feel free. That's the kind of show this is today. So Remy Ma and Papoose have turned their once beautiful love story into a full-blown online verbal brawl. Sadly. Okay, sadly. Giving the public a front row seat to the mess. Once celebrated as hip-hop royalty and the epitome of relationship goals, couple goals, right? The former black love couple is now airing their dirty secret for the world to see. After the shocking announcement of their relationship ending, it left the public wondering what went wrong. Let's take a look back and explore what led to the heartbreaking demise. All right. All right. For me personally, I don't know if I've ever really put them on that kind of pedestal, but you know how the internet works. People see something they like, something they would love to have, and they put them on a pedestal, right? Anyway, so as far as the real story and how they met, in 2004, the two rap artists were introduced by their mutual friend DJ K Slay at an industry event in New York. They immediately bonded over their passion for hip-hop. Let me see, DJ K Slay, I think he passed on 2022. Yes, he passed on. He's one of the legendary hip-hop DJs who basically helped spread hip-hop all around the world. So he was also responsible for this. This is DJ K Slay right here. Okay, so he's passed on. All right, so let's move on. Let's have it. Now, what happened in 2008? Well, I'm going to jump into 2008. I don't know exactly when they met, but in 2008, she caught a Fed fade. You know what they call a Fed fade is? Well, she caught a lawsuit. There was a shooting at a club somewhere in New York City. Remy Ma and Papoose love story wasn't easy in the early years. And I quote, "It wasn't easy in the early years." In May 2008, Remy was sentenced to 8 years in prison after being convicted of assault and criminal possession of a weapon for shooting Makeda Burns Joseph. The two rap lovebirds got married over the phone while Remy was incarcerated. Despite serving 6 years at Bedford Hills Correctional Facility, Papoose stood by her side. Oh, that's why everybody is feeling sorry for Papoose now. They're like, wow, such a loyal guy who stood by you, you know. So everybody's feeling sad for Papoose right now. Yeah, it's sad. Anyway, so let's keep going. All right, so that was 2008, and then she spent 6 years behind the bar. Okay, and later on we'll see some more of those stories, but at that time, there was one time he would go and see her every single day. Okay, he would basically go and visit her every single day, until what point it was getting too much, and then he was like, you know what, I have to reduce this, and then we reduced it to 3 times. Three days a week. He still went to visit her while she was serving all 6 of those years. You know, that ride or die type of feel, right? Yeah. Everybody wants a loyal partner that will be there for you. Hold on one second. Right? Everybody wants a loyal partner, somebody that will have your back, literally, figuratively, all of the above. Anyway, all right, so hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. It's a good man. Yes, exactly. Very good. Much better today says Papoose was good to her, she not so good to him. Yeah, I don't think she cares now, but we'll get to it. We'll get to the answer in a second. All right, so after our release from prison in 2014, the couple quickly emerged as the hottest power couple, landing them a spot on the famous VH1 hit series Love and Hip Hop New York. The divine timing of the couple joining the show helped showcase their family dynamics and shed a brighter light on their strong bond. Right? So they joined Love and Hip Hop, you know. I'm sure that also helped them raise some money, right? You know, because I mean, somebody that's been locked up for a while, she was the source of income, you know, directly, indirectly, maybe not directly, maybe he was responsible, was behind the scenes, he was managing, all of the above. But basically, she was the star. Okay, so in 2016, the couple renewed their vows, and 2 years later, they gave birth to their first child, Remy Mackenzie, also referred to as Golden Child. I think they actually did this on TV. I think they actually went live and showed this some parts of this wedding live to everybody, right? So they expanded the Mackenzie empire, if you will, because I don't think Remy had children from before, but Papoose had been dabbling for a while. Papoose is 47 years old, by the way, 47 years old. And I think Remy is probably about the same age. Let me find out. How old is Remy? Let's see. She might be about the same age. We can't. The news is everywhere, so that's. Let me see here. Oh, she's 44, so he's an old 3 years older. Wow. I didn't know that. Well, 44-year-old woman, that's a full-blown grown woman. I don't think we can deny that, right? All right, so let me see. Let's see. Much Better Today says, I saw some video she posted. I couldn't take her tearing him down, so I stopped watching. Trigger alert, so I'll play some of that today here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button as you're coming in. Hit the like button. All right, all the BA women celebrities with husband managers. Yeah, I think she has an older son too. Not sure. I think she does. I'm not sure. I think she does. I'll see if that comes up later. All right, so whispers begun to circulate. Okay, so now the beginning of the end, right? Whispers began to circulate around the rap couple in 2022. Mainly rumors that Remy Ma was dating battle rapper Easy the Blockchain. Reports claim that Remy and the battle rapper were seen out being cozy with one another. And Remy had started using her maiden name at some places. What does that tell you when a woman starts to do that? She started to use her maiden name at different places, and she's out and about, and there's rumors everywhere that she might be dating some dude. What should that tell you? Right? A lot of men at this point, they can't stand it. They're like, wait, what? She should leave first, because everything else is going to be cheating, right? Anyway, so she started dropping, the woman started dropping her maiden name. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, it's rough. I want to tell you, it might be time to start going on the mountain, start praying or something. I don't know, you know. Anyway, I don't know. According to Papoose, the rumors turned into a rift between Papoose and Easy, having a physical altercation at a battle rap for getting too close with Remy. Remy took to X to issue an apology to the participants. Now, so people always like to ask me, what would you do? Let me tell you like this, okay? I don't know what I would do. What I would like to think I would be capable of doing is composing myself and not engaging another man when a woman says she doesn't want to do with me anymore. I would love to think I'm capable of doing that, but I cannot guarantee it. Yeah, I cannot guarantee it, right? So, but I will try my best to make sure I don't lose my sense of dignity because one human being says they don't want to do anymore. Everybody should be okay with somebody. If you didn't come to this world with that person and they want to go, right? Ideally, you should let them go. Is it? No, it's easier said than done. Okay, but I will hope you don't throw your life away or throw your dignity away because somebody said they don't like all this fineness. They're lost, right? Now, again, easier said than done because obviously there's a lot more to it than that, you know. Much better today says yes, our son was recently arrested. Oh wow. Shout out to Isaiah Jackson. Isaiah Jackson says he should have seen the red flags. Why would she shoot her friend over $2,000? So of course she will go and smash the employee. He's the block captain. He sacrificed his career for her. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, when you drop super chat, we have one of our faves dance for us. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, enter the room is a young lady, Clarissa, young lady boxer. I think they say she's about 30 years old. She's entered the room. She's entered the scene now. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button as you're coming in. I appreciate you. We're talking about Remy Ma, Papoose. Did Remy Ma cheat on Papoose? That's the question we're trying to get answered today. We shall see. Okay, there's an easy answer and there is a complex, very complicated answer. Okay, all right. Now remember, they said she took to the internet to go and apologize. Okay, the apology, I'm looking at the apology right now from June 18, 2023. Remember, he went knocked out the side boyfriend at some event in 2023, right? So Remy Ma took to Twitter and she said, and I quote, "I'd like to apologize to everyone that was disappointed tonight because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all the opponents. I tried. And can y'all please stop with the easy and pop lies?" Wait, she's calling it was a lie? There's no place like Chrome. Right back at it. See y'all in August. Chrome 23. All right, so I think it was an event for the battle rappers. I don't follow battle rap, so something like that. I stand corrected. But anyway, soon enough, rumors started spreading. Of course, because you can only keep this kind of things contained for so long. Eventually, the truth is undefeated. You don't have to help the truth. You don't have to say, "I'm just trying to tell the truth." You don't have, the truth is undefeated. In due time, it will show up. The best version of truth that you have is the results you are creating. It's probably still not the absolute truth. It's just as far as we have gone in this story, right? So, but rumors that all wasn't well within the marriage as infidelity accusations began to fly in 2024. I think that was last year, right? Remy called out Papoose for allegedly dating boxer Clarissa Shields and various women, not just one, various. From then on, things started to get messier. Remy also shared with the public that Pap had requested numerous times that the couple file for divorce. Oh, so Pap was asking for divorce. Okay. So he was asking for divorce. Did he mean it when he was asking for divorce? A lot of times you have couple, especially if there's a marriage involved, people are committed or they try to be committed to each other. It's not easy. And a lot of times they're using the divorce thing to threaten each other before it actually becomes reality. You know, but it happens. It's rough. Marriage can be rough, you know. Marriage can be rough for a lot of people. So here's what Papoose posted. Papoose had posted something here. Okay, so they started posting stuff, of course, you know. They said, adding more insult to injury, Paps calls out his estranged wife for being a narcissist. Go figure. Everybody's a narcissist in this social media era. Everybody is a narcissist. Ladies, you thought you had the monopoly of calling people narcissists. Wait for it. Men are starting to call you narcissists too. Okay, so I call you narcissist, you call me narcissist. To get it too. Want to cancel out in the air. Okay, how's that? Let me open my monitor here. I forgot that I'm back to the studio. Yes, congratulate me. I'm back to the studio. Let me open my monitor so I can see what's going on as we're going through the show. So let me read the post here. It says, sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist, and he tagged her. What do you think happens a little bit after they start tagging each other? Somebody's gonna block somebody. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. She chose to cheat repeatedly. The repeatedly is very important. It's an accusation. Okay, the repeatedly part is very, very important. Okay, not important because it's the truth. It's important because Papoose is trying to get you to understand something here that's repeatedly involved in this. It's called qualification. Qualifier. Anyway, now that I finally moved on, she's playing the victim because she's ousted Clarissa. What's her name again? Clarissa. What's her name again? Let me make sure I get her name right. What's her name? Oh, we'll get it later. Don't worry. But the boxer lady, Clarissa. And I think there was a point too that she also threatened that she will knock out Remy. So people are starting to get physical. Not cool, guys. Come on, man. It's not cool. If somebody doesn't want to play Papoose and prick anymore, let them go. I know it's hard, but you have to let you have to let people go. If they belong there, they will find their way back. But if they don't want to be there, you don't want them either. I promise you, in every sense of it, if they don't want you, you probably don't want them either. Rejection breeds obsession, right? So I get it. When a person says no, naturally you want to hold on to them because you give all the excuses in the world. If you look around, you said there's a child, there's a family, there's our social structure, our family unit. There's everything is wrong with these ladies, all these families. You blame everything, but you're forgetting the most important part: your mental health, your sanity, your sense of dignity. Why would you want somebody that doesn't want you? See, it doesn't make sense. It's your emotions playing you over there, right? Let it go. What's the worst that can happen? You're gone. Oh, they slipped away forever. Well, so be it. But I don't want them to slip away. Oh, now you're telling me the truth. Well, your best chance of attracting them back, if it's healthy at all, is to let them go first. Okay? So he said, now that I finally moved on, she's playing the victim. I have requested a divorce numerous times. She rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do the social media foolishness. You know, after they do the social media foolishness, you notice they always come back and say, I did not want to do the social media foolishness, but wait, shh, don't tell anyone. You just did the social media. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you didn't mean to do it. Yeah, nobody ever means to do it too. They just find themselves doing it because rejection breeds obsession. Anyway, I did not want to do this social media foolishness. So for the sake of my 6-year-old baby, she has to go to school. As I can see, I remained quiet. As you can see, I remained quiet through this all. No, you broke that, bruh. It's over. It's no longer quiet. Sorry. It's a wrap. No longer quiet. You can't call this. No, once you break it, you break it. So it's like everybody that has been on the internet coming back and say, what about all the time I didn't come out? Then I came out and now you're blaming me. Well, everybody has that same story. You came out on social media and dragged your whole family. All right? It doesn't look good on anyone, but especially in my opinion, it doesn't look good on a man. It just doesn't. Okay? I'm not minimizing your experience. It just doesn't look good. All right, let's get back to some of the story. No, before I continue, let me see. Before I continue, hold on one second. Pardon my manners. Sorry, pardon my manners. I see much better today. Excited to bless the platform. I appreciate you. He or she. Are you a he or she? I think that's a she. I'm long time married, and I recognize Papoose as good marriage material, minus the rap career though. I don't know if you can say that. My rap career. First of all, let's dance. Let's dance. First of all, before we continue. Where's my guy here? Who is your guy? It's Portable. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Hit the like button now. Let's hit the like button. Let's bring other people into the room. All right. MOP, you're not acknowledging he had a career. No, he had a career. That's a fact. I don't know if I skipped that part, but he had a career. He had I don't know any of his songs, but he had a career. His Papoose is well known, but I think a lot of his popularity still came from Remy Mardo, but that's fine. They're married. They were married, right? I think that's okay. In January 2025, Remy Ma finally breaks her silence on the rumors surrounding the relationship with Easy Block after she had said, "Stop with the Easy Block pop lie." Tasha K was majorly responsible, by the way. This blogger lady called Tasha K. She'd been talking about this for a long time. Okay, Tasha K is like the gist lover of Yankee, but except that she has a face and she's caught a real lawsuit, and she'd had to pay what's her name again? What's the name of the rapper girl? Cardi B. She's had to pay Cardi B about $4 million back for yanning dust on the internet. So, but Gist Lover, nobody knows who Gist Lover is. I don't think anybody knows yet, right? Anyway, so in 2025, Remy Ma finally breaks her silence on the rumors surrounding the relationship with Easy Block. In a viral video, Easy was seen performing a rap battle where he confirmed the romance, rapping, "Hey yo, Remy, don't you love me?" And then off camera, Remy can be heard responding with the "yes," finally closing the loop on the relationship. You want to see this video? Let's look at it. Let me see what they're saying. They said, "Hey yo, Remy, don't you want me?" She said, "Yes." Yes. Anyway, that's wild. Oh, wow. Imagine. Imagine the level of disrespect. Imagine the level of lack of self-respect on Remy Ma's part. Doesn't look good. Damn. Now I forgot how much I actually enjoyed rap. I was about to say rap Papoose, but battle rap. I did actually years ago. I did enjoy rap battle rap a little bit. You know, a little bit. I just enjoy listening to the slick way of delivering the lyrics, no beats, nothing, completely raw. But imagine the level of disrespect. Imagine the level of lack of self-respect on the part of a Remy Ma. You can't make this shit up. She was there saying, "Oh, yo, Remy, don't you want me?" He said, "Yes." What will make a person fall all the way down from a pedestal like that? I don't know if they were ever on a pedestal, but they were on a pedestal. The Black Love, right? Yeah, they put themselves there though. They did, you know. But what would make her stoop so low? That's where the lessons are probably going to be today. Okay, it's not to excuse bad behavior, but I want you to understand that human beings will participate in bad behavior. They will do all the wrong things when it feels right. If they don't feel safe around you, sometimes the way they cope is they will gravitate towards doing everything wrong, sometimes just for the sake of hitting you below the belt. And women do it better. Men are starting to do it these days, but women do it better. So if you put yourself in that position, all bets are off, right? In love and war. Somebody complete that for me. In love and war, all is fair. Okay. Mario says, I thought they were supposed to represent mature black love. She or they seems immature. I don't think she was ever in love with this dude. I hate to say that. I don't think she was capable of doing that. They went through some very, very desperate times. She was locked up. He was the only one that was there. So I don't know if they ever had the clarity to even know if there was anything real there. I think after she came out of jail, she ended up in another jail. What do you mean? Is it jail for a man to love a woman? Yes, it can be jail. Just follow along, okay? Follow along. And a lot of times, women might not be able to tell you the truth in due time. You might have invested so much of yourself in a situation before you find out that, oh, it was never what it was. No, it wasn't. Was it what it wasn't? Oh. Wait, what do you mean? So I understand, but it might take you a minute for you to grab this completely. All right, so now, yes, let's keep it moving. After sharing, I'm continuing the story according to theroot.com right now. After sharing that he has filed for divorce, he took to Instagram Live, accusing Remy Ma of keeping their daughter from him since their split in late 2024. All right. Now, what does that look like? People always paint that to look like, oh, she just completely kept the baby away from you. People always paint it to look like that. It could be like that. You might have married a very wicked woman like that. It's very possible. Oftentimes, it's not that. Oftentimes, is they don't want to see you. They have a set date. They're like, he's gonna wait. You're feeling some type of way. There's all types of in between there. In the actual truth of the matter, right? How it played out. And oftentimes people only remember how they were hurt, how their feelings got hurt. So they will tell that story, but there's always about 50 million sides of the story. So me and you chasing after the real true story, it's a losing battle. We just try to extract as much of the lessons as we can, okay? There are definitely elements of truth in all sides of the story, okay? But I just want you to understand that the storytellers are telling it from their own point of view. And that's usually a little bit less accurate than the actual truth. And this is true for all sides. So it's not, this one is always lying. No, it's none of that, okay? You just need to have enough self-awareness to know that when people are telling the truth, including you and me, we're painting the picture, and we have a motive behind how we're painting that picture. And a lot of time it could be subconscious, okay? So now, accusing Remy Ma of keeping their daughter away from him since late 2024. He also claims this wasn't her first betrayer, accusing his estranged wife of being unfaithful several times since her 2014 prison release. The media quickly picked up on the marital drama, including him calling Remy miserable and creating a narrative to manipulate their situation to the public. All right, let me see if I can play a little bit of a video here. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Oh, sorry. I would call him a lame, but I just would never call him lame to the public. My ego is too big to call him a lame in the public. I know it's very toxic, right? I know. I don't know. I just won't give that. I won't give additional clouds, right? But he didn't call the name. He didn't need to call the name. The rest of us will call the name. I just won't give that person any kind of. But you know, when you're caught up in your feelings, you know, thinking straight, thinking logically is probably the farthest things from your reality, you know. But over the past 2 days, again, a real crash out, right? So let me play a little bit more of that. So his reason for coming out and finally speaking up is basically because they called out his child. I've seen many people use that excuse. Well, you bring my child into it. If you bring family into it, I'm going all out. No, it's just you. You're just a rude, nasty person. You were looking for an opportunity to be rude. That's all it was. Now, I'm not calling him rude. I'm saying he's always wanted to do this, had the urge to do this. He's been waiting for so long. So he caught a good excuse now to, let me just para everywhere. Let me just disappoint myself and everybody and drag everybody. Let's destroy everything. Let's scatter everything. Sometimes you have to scatter everything to pick it up from scratch though. But I wish it's not my own family I'm dragging. I wish this is another sign of lack of self-respect. I just wouldn't do this. That's all. Okay. There are people that are lame enough to say that might be weak. Why not just call it out? Well, I would like to be weak like that. Okay. The one thing I'm holding on to with everything is my dignity. As far as I can. Okay. That's the bottom line. Okay. And if I'm going to let go of my dignity, it's not going to be because I'm trying to drag another human being who doesn't want to be there anymore. I just will have to let them go. Okay. But what about if she start dragging you and all this kind of stuff? Okay. Why are we talking about all of this? I'll tell you in a second. Remember, we're just catching up on the story. Okay. I'll tell you what triggered all of this in the past few days. I'll tell you in a second. But let's finish listening to him. Sorry, can you hear him or not? Let me check. I have my monitor. Oh, you can't hear him. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. Let's try this. Hold on one second, guys. I'll refresh. I'll be right back. I'll refresh. I'll be right back. Hold tight.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, let's try this now. Let me know if you can hear it or not.
Individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year.
Okay, it's back. It's back.
New McCrispy strips are made for dipping. Strip.
All right, who wants to eat McDonald's? I'll repeat that so you guys can watch it again.
Crispy strips are made for dipping. Strip, dip, strip, dip.
All right.
Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this, but the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last
Hi,
time.
D. Hi,
she tried
Good to see you
clout
guys.
chase With the whole fake thing she tried to put
The
on
videos have been
Instagram
muted.
before.
Sorry.
But ever since this transpired, I never opened my
Hey,
mouth.
Kemi.
Never said nothing because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane, But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she been home. With the lame, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lame later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know
All
how
right.
it is when you're dealing with a miserable individual.
There we have it. When he goes, all men out there, gentlemen, you find yourself saying all men out there. Hit the like button as you're coming in, guys. Hit the like button. Thank you. Let's bring everybody else into the room. When you find yourself saying all men out there or all women out there because you've gone through one experience or the other, you want to jump out on the internet and save everybody else, you're probably just going to drag yourself and your family in the mud. That's all that's going to happen. Okay? I know you're not capable of saving anybody else. You couldn't save yourself first. So you're not capable. You can't save anybody else. Okay? Once you hear all men out there, oh man, it tells you he's suffering inside. It's called suffering inside. Like he's hurting badly, right? So he's using that to cope, but it's not going to work. He will come back later and say, well, what did I do all that? He will be drained by the time he's done with all of this, right? So once you hear all men, then again, I was saying, if I have to say all, I'm not going to come out and recognize another man. Okay? I'm just going to recognize him as a second hand, take over, you're left with my remnants. Okay? Whatever I need to tell myself so I can move on and maintain my dignity, that's what I would do. But like I was saying, that's the last thing that people don't think logically when they're going through this kind of stuff. So I understand where he's coming from, but it's not going to help him. It's going to help him short term. He's going to feel good to do everything he's doing right now short term. In the long run, he's going to have to either regret it or say, well, so be it. So whatever. Well, when people have to say whatever, I don't care, they actually care. That's what that means. Just in case you ever hear that. But let's keep going. It's finished, I think. You finished or you're done?
Did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year.
All right, so she did not allow me to see my daughter. I would like to hear more about that. Again, it's very possible that she's outrightly being a wicked woman and punishing him. It's also very possible that the schedules didn't work out. So it's the easiest way to tell a story about the person you can't stand right now. Why can't you be there at this time? Well, you know what you're doing right now, right? You're not allowing me to see my daughter, right? Like, no, but I told you, it's more likely somewhere in between of that, right? So when people tell you their stories, just remember that there's multiple sides to the story. Just keep that in mind, okay? Just in case you have to leave or anything, I'll tell you straight up right now. These two people are incompetent. They should not have been getting married. But they got married. It wasn't too late. It's never too late, even if you're married. You can always crash it all the way to the bottom and build a new foundation. Okay. So, well, they should have. No, there's no they should have. Okay. Right now, at this moment, if you find yourself in a situation and you feel like you married the wrong person, that's the wrong angle. Okay. You have the wrong foundation. You married the right person, but you have the wrong foundation. Okay. And you can always stop everything immediately. You can leave temporarily. It can mean sleeping in a hotel. It can mean sleeping in a separate bedroom. It can mean, stop. We need to seek help. Whatever that means to you, you can always stop. Okay? Whatever marriage you think you have does not exist. You need to go and build the right foundation before you continue. All right. Let me continue. Speaking of continue, hold on one second, guys. So, of course, Remy took to the internet. She went Instagram live sharing insights about her relationship. All right. She also wanted to tell her side of the story. I told you there's more than one side, right? You guys are always like, why don't we hear to the other side? I want to hear the other side. What other side? There's no other side. There's multiple sides. It's not just two sides. There's multiple sides to it. And no, you're not going to get an absolute truth. Okay. You're going to have to be able to hear Papoose see some story and say, I see where this is going. These people should not be married. Why is he dragging his own family on the internet? Oh, he's hurting. Well, that doesn't make what he's doing right. Right? Two truths can be true at the same time. Anyway, Remy Ma took to Instagram Live, sharing insights about her relationship ending with Papoose, including how she regrets portraying a happy marriage. She said she was portraying a happy marriage. It was never happy. She's essentially saying, when I came out of jail, I went into another jail. Can you see how that could be? Abi, she's capping. I'm asking for a friend. Can you see how she could have, doesn't give her the right to cheat, right? I don't think anybody has the right to cheat. Cheating is always wrong, period, right? But if we're trying to dig deeper into this to understand, because me and you are not cheaters, so what can we learn from this, right?
Stop the cap.
All right. She said she regrets portraying a happy marriage, including how the two hadn't shared a bed with one another since 2022. They had not slept in the same bed since 2022. When people start changing their names on the internet and they haven't slept in the same bed since 2022, what does that tell you? Jump question, right? What does that tell you? Let me come to the chat. What are you guys talking about? Junjum, I see you. How you did, Junjum? Okay, let's start from here. Aside from not being into him, do you think her being the breadwinner affects our attraction to him? I don't think she was outrightly a breadwinner like that. Okay. I think she had fame. She's one of those people that had fame. I don't think the money she was making was that much significantly much more to the point that he'll be getting in her head. I think he was actually very instrumental in keeping their careers, both of their careers, especially hers, afloat all the years. Because she was signed to Fat Joe, the Terror Squad, before Terror Squad, Fat Joe and them, right? Before she went to jail. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, because I'm just picking pieces, a little bit of pieces here and there, right? And one hit wonder, maybe 2 or 3 hits. These people, they struggle. They're probably trying to keep up with the Joneses, live above their means, look like they're balling, always shopping, luxury, all this kind of, trying to big houses, big cars, just trying to keep up. There's no rest. I think that more so the pressure, the financial pressure might have had on to their marriage. Not particularly that she was a breadwinner. I don't really see her as a breadwinner. Now, it's still a good question because Papoose might be insecure enough to be seeing her as that, or she could be a person who just didn't know how to handle a man who is a little insecure. Or maybe she was running a mouth, but I'm the money maker. She could be doing that, not realizing that you're a one-hit wonder. You don't. How much money do you make? Do you make $2 million a year as a Remy Ma? Can you claim that you make $10 million a year as a Remy Ma? If you can't bring in $10 million a year as a Remy Ma, knowing the kind of lifestyle that these people try to keep up with, it was probably a struggle all along. If you look at it that way, So it could be, but maybe money arguments could, we could say money in general, not her being the breadwinner. In reality, I don't think she was a breadwinner. As far as their perception, yes, she might be seeing herself as the breadwinner. And of course, that could still cause problems. Not much better today. Say not new at all. Miss Nick played her report on it right after the sentencing. I missed something there. I missed the context there. I really loved Papoose and Remy. Chinye says he held her down during tough times. It's sad everything ended this way. I know. It's very sad. I love seeing them too. It was like a cute hood love. D, good to see you. I didn't know when you entered though. Hood love type of thing going on. Chinye, I really did believe they would last. Oh, that's the power of love. When you see it playing out, it makes you believe the impossible. If you're not competent, it won't last though, because you're dealing with another human being. LP, what drink are you having? This is zero sugar ginger ale. This is when I create. So I have a bad habit of soda. So I'm trying to avoid it. I do maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but I'm actually trying to avoid it. But when I crave for a little bit of gassy soda, something to ginger me, like right, hey, this is what I do. So my wife buys a pack of this. Okay. And the Florida that I just came from, I actually bought a pack. I thought I was buying a pack, and then they ended up sending the one with sugar to me, and I left it in the room. I didn't touch it because sugar to me is like poison right now, so I'm avoiding all that. Love after lockup be like that. Yeah, my wife used to watch that show. I didn't really watch it. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So Remy Ma took to Instagram Live, like I said, and she basically claimed that it was all a lie. That it was all a lie. Women will tell you that it was all a lie because it's a different day. It doesn't mean it was all a lie, by the way. She's just telling you how she feels now. She will paint it like it's been the experience all along, but she's just telling you how she feels now. And if you overreact to that, it could be you're still married, or maybe long after the marriage is over, like this one, but you could still be married, and she will say something and you'll be like, well, that's a lie. And you're there, you're sitting down, you're arguing with your destiny, say that's a lie, blah, blah. She's telling you how she feels now. She's talking about her feelings now. Well, she should be an adult and tell the truth. Good luck. What did I tell you? Best of luck to you. Somebody said, like, not all women is a lie. Not all women is a lie. When she's talking, she's always talking from how she feels now. Okay? So if she said it was all a portrayal of a good marriage, what about all the good times? What about all those nice pictures? I'm sure Papoose will be scratching his head like, was I crazy? He'll be going back to all those nice pictures and be like, wait, we were having a good time. We had a good time. We were hood love. Remember we were black love? It's too late. You go explain.
You go explain because no evidence.
Yeah. Just, pick your battles wisely. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. The Brooklyn rapper did not hold back for calling out Remy. Okay, so citing that he has written 90% of our raps. The worst thing you can tell a rapper is to make claims on their lyrics. Okay, the only person allowed to claim that they are a rapper and they are allowed to have other people write their song is Diddy. Okay, Diddy can claim that because he was never really originally a rapper. So it's like, oh, I was taught how to rap by Biggie, all that. He's not a rapper, he's a mogul, right? But the rest of them rappers, the worst thing you want them to get, you want to get sucker punched in the nose, tell them that you're the one that wrote their lyrics, and let's see how that played out. Right? So he's now claiming that he wrote 90% of her raps, calls her a liar, and claims she can't keep her legs closed. Aww. Not the slut shaming. You cannot slut shame the shameless. In this life of sexual liberation, you don't get it if you are still trying to slut shame a woman. Not especially the person that was your wife. You married her. Those fingers are pointing back at you. You want to slut shame her? This will work. Oh Lord.
Hey! Yo! With me, nigga! What's wrong with you, nigga? Come on! Where my glasses? Get off of me before I drop your goofy ass again. Now beat that, bitch ass nigga. Pay for this shit. Hurry up.
No,
Pay for that shit and hurry up before I drop your ass again. Touch me, then I'm gonna drop
stop video before they help me. You got my key.
Nobody help you.
No,
Nobody help you.
Did you hear after slam dunking his head, he now said, pay for this, now pay for this shit. Pay for this shit right now. Oh, Benny. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn the hard way. Anyway, he's still telling on himself. Papoose is gonna tell on himself if he keeps talking. Okay, I think I could be wrong. I think he was controlling in that relationship, but now because of the sympathy, okay, he was there. He was loyal for all those years. He held it down, right? Mr. Nice Guys. Oh my show. Hmm. 。 Yeah. I'm a good guy. A good guy. I'm trying to catch my breath. Anyway, so the root.com says she can't keep her legs closed. Remy rebuttals, sharing how he was placing efforts to reconcile, but she refused. So she's saying that he was the one begging to come back into the marriage, and she didn't want anymore. So where does the former hip-hop power couple go from here? While navigating a foreseen dramatic divorce and co-parenting, the former rap couple both have moved on to their new relationships. Have they? What do you think? Do you think they moved on? You tell me in the chat. Did they move on? But we have yet to hear when the divorce will be finalized. There's more to the story, by the way. This is just a nice little recap that I decided to do, so we can make sure we capture the actual story before we go into some of the basketballs. I love black love. But when they were doing that black love thing, that black love thing was not going to replace a good foundation. The foundation of their marriage was going to jail, spending 6 years there, sowing into that treasure, right? As a good guy, you're donating into it, and in your mind, that loyalty must come back in the form of lifetime respect.
Not be juju be that.
Sorry. Gentlemen, it doesn't work like that, okay? It just does not work like that. So, Ichoko, we have a lot more to cover. There's so much. But let me drop how many hours have we spent? Just 1 hour? Oh, I did well. We covered the recap in 1 hour. So, I'm going to drop the link. If you've been following the stories, I would like to read your thoughts or hear your thoughts, whatever. I'm dropping the link. But I have some other videos that's been spreading around Instagram that I want to play and then maybe extract some more lessons from there. Okay, let me read some of your chat. Pardon my manners. So sorry. Jum Beyond Beauty, please support Beyond Beauty so she can come back and start creating some content again. She said, I don't know them, but interested in their story because of goat. What's goat? What is goat? How is he supposed to express his pain about her being a slut? Maybe off the internet, maybe in front of a wise counsel. My laugh right now. Who laughs like this? Oh, it's Portable. I should not be laughing like Portable here. This is wrong. This is all wrong. Maybe outside of the internet, maybe the whole world doesn't need to know that you got cheated on. The world can offer you sympathy. That's about all they can offer you, but they're not going to help you. If anything, they'll keep dragging that story in your face, and it's going to hurt every single time. Anyway, MOP, is that a meme with you in it? Yes. Now I did that meme. That was how I started this platform long ago, when I used to respond to the lame manosphere talking heads. Yeah, because that's how broken his trust. Yeah, there's more to it. There's more to it. Remember, we said in the beginning, cheating is always wrong, right? And repeating that line to ourselves doesn't really help anything. Okay, especially when cheating in reality is much more than just sexual intercourse with another person. Okay, cheating is a wide thing. It's basically doing things that you wouldn't do in front of your spouse. When they find out, they will feel betrayed. They can't trust you. To break trust. Okay, anything. Okay, but of course, majority of you guys mostly focus on the sexual cheating. Okay, maybe more so because I think most people the embarrassment is a lot for people to handle. Okay, which is why you shouldn't be dragging it on the internet too. But anyway, let's keep it moving. The whole world already knew that she was seeing somebody else. By the way, if you had been following them, She had been seeing somebody else. And of course, a lot of time, like I said, a lot of time women will come to men. I'm telling you now, women will come to men and say, I don't think this is working out. I think I'm no longer in love. Okay, it happens on the side too, but mostly women will say that. They say, I'm no longer in love. I think I need space. If she says she needs space, Baba, I hate to say you, that relationship has broken down to rock bottom. It's time for you to seek help. You don't know what you're doing. Okay. Now, if you come back later, you now find out that she's been talking to somebody by text message. She can turn around and say, no, I did not cheat. And now you're not arguing about you cheated. You are still in the marriage. No, I did not cheat. No, you cheated. And you're like, now, your opinions about that, if that's cheating or not, that's up to you. You can have your opinion. You have the right to it. But the reality is bad. The reality is that marriage is over. Or has been over long before the first time she told you that I need space. If she says she needs space, you probably need more space. Okay? But like I said, rejection breeds obsession. So oftentimes when somebody rejects you, you don't realize that you need that much space too. It hasn't worked out in a long time. You're not going to pretend that you didn't know that there was a breakdown in that relationship for much longer than the moment that you found out that somebody had fallen on a mistakenly Ebola. No, it's ended long before that. And that's something that you need to be paying attention to. Right? Don't wait until you cannot point fingers and say, you cheated. You fell on Ebola by mistake. If you're waiting until then, who are you doing? The feelings and hurt are still raw. It is. I'm going to play some videos for you guys. Both of them are still very raw. You know, and anybody who is dating them, somebody said they moved on. Anybody who is dating them,
Sorry.
speaking of dating them, I'm going to play some videos. I'm going to show you some posts by Clarissa. Clarissa, I think they said she's 30 years old and she probably don't know any better. No, she should know better. She's 30 years old. She will collect. Or part of it, no yale. Everybody might collect. Everybody. So just in case.
Everything I do, I will.
Everybody might collect. Goat is the new boxer lady that's dating him. Clarissa, yes. Okay, so that's her name, Goat. I didn't know. Thanks for sharing. Clarissa is a beast in the ring and not be played with. She is really good. Well, she can also go to jail if she puts her hands on somebody. She better keep those hands in the ring. How does this needing space thing work in a marriage? Let's ask the ladies, because somehow all the ladies that want to be done, it looks like they had a meeting somewhere in heaven. They're like, when we're done, we just come and say, hey, we need space. Or I don't think I'm in love anymore. I don't know if we're ever compatible. I think we're struggling with compatibility. There's about 7 other versions of that. But anyway, you get the gist. Yes, the cane will go all around everybody. But let me come to here. We're gonna go from recent to most recent before we started the show on some of the posts, and then I'll just point out some of the things. So I'm going to be jumping in between now. That's the story I already shared with you, but I'll be jumping in between all the events over the past few days. Okay, so first of all, I'm looking at this on the shade room. You can see the screenshot you're looking at. Let me make it bigger on the screen. Yes, Jum, you get it. Jum, you get it. Did you get it? D, do you get it now or you don't?
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
All right. Anyway, so the screenshot you're looking at is that's what I think Papoose posted it. So what had happened was Remy was claiming that she filed for divorce. He won't sign the divorce paper. It's half a lie too. It might be true, but it's probably half a lie too. And then Papoose decided to show some receipt. You know that VDM type of receipt. Let's show a screenshot. And this we say, good afternoon, Shamel. Please see the confirmation email below confirming that we have filed the complaint for divorce. When we receive the official docket number from the court, I will forward same to you and we will be able to serve through the official channels. If you need anything further, please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you very, very truly. So Papoose put a caption, said, this was so easy to file for divorce. Why hasn't she done it? The only reason I haven't filed previously is for the sake of my daughter. She has to go to school. When two individuals behave like civilized adults, so they're clapping back at each other. Shade Room says, hashtag clap passes it. Papoose post confirmation that he has filed for divorce. So it took him a while to file for the divorce. So it was basically debunking his ex-wife to be. You find yourself in a position where you have to debunk your ex-wife to be. Baba.
You think so they're wise?
I don't know. I don't know what you're going to get out of it. I'll just say seek wise counsel because it's probably just only going to get worse and worse for you. For Papoose, I'm talking about Papoose right now. So that's my advice for him, to get off the internet immediately. Engage wise counsel immediately. Yes, including engage your lawyer immediately. Okay. Papoose need to let go. He needs to realize that this is the beginning of the rest of his life. Both of them need to realize that. And no, they have not moved on yet. I'm sorry. They have not moved on. Somebody said he just filed for that after she said he wouldn't today at 5:16 p.m. 5:22. He did it only because she said he ain't do it yet. Just for the media. Bye, Pop. So I said, y'all allowed the Papoose held her down narrative to distract y'all from recognizing that he has been leeching on both women. So people are starting to look at him, people are starting to see through him that he's probably a leech maybe in the mildest form, because you also have the right to say you don't want to marry this man or be with this man, right? But it's a kind of guy that he might get accused of love bombing at some point later on. They said he was all over me and I kind of look at it and I married him because I felt sorry for him. He's that kind of guy. Okay? He's that kind of guy. Pay attention, gentlemen, okay? Yes, she might be all over you. You have to be able to discern beyond that, you know, and that's a function of you working on yourself. Okay, and it's okay if you don't collect, it's okay. Anyway, so he posted this screenshot, New Jersey. These are my neighbors, especially. Listen to this.
2008. That's not who this is now. Now he's a wife. Listen, this is what I would like.
That's Remy talking for the first time on our show today.
Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll paper it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. Stop married in 2008. That's not who this is now. Now he's a wife.
Somebody said he's a wife. They're calling me a wife in the chat. Not nice. Not nice.
Listen, this is what I would like. I don't care who brought up what. It's nothing.
Now, is she done? There's a done and there's a done. Right? When I say these two people are not done, no, they're done with each other. Are they done enough for you to entangle yourself up in that for the Easy Block? What's his name? Easy Block and Clarissa. Are they done? Do they have clarity of what they're doing? Should you be in a relationship with these people in an emotional? You can smash, but be in a relationship and in extremely entangled up emotional relationship with these people, it's a bad idea.
For you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to be like, so before you even start, like, yeah.
All right. So what started it was that Clarissa went on Breakfast Club, and she made a few slight statements. She wasn't direct. She basically said, what we have is good. It's good over here. It's good over here, boo. Okay. That's her and Papoose. What we have is good, right? And Charlemagne was asking, like, wait, do you want to make sure everything is clean before, like, maybe the divorce is finalized? I was like, no, I can't really speak to that, but what we have over here is good. She said a few things, but basically Remy was like, hey, I'll drag your ass when you speak over my family. That's why she started talking. So when Remy came online and started talking, and Papoose was like, I'm putting my own, I'm about to speak too. I'm going to tell the whole world what happened. What happened?
We not touch on that. Let's talk about what I have coming up. If that's really the case. I don't care who brought.
She cares. All right. She does. Oh, yeah. Don't argue with me. She cares.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Maria said, you sure she's not I'm not sure. Me, I don't know. She must have been the commodity. You like me to call her the commodity? She was the product, the price. I saw some people arguing if human beings are commodities or fairly used on TikTok the other day. God help us with all these conversations. Anyway, somebody said he just filed for that. Okay, we read.
When I type things in,
there we go. Listen,
people don't understand. Turn that camera on.
So after Papoose came out and then basically crashed out, I'll play some more of that videos in a minute. Then she came back, and then you can see Macy's in the background over there. And then she came back, and then she started to tell more. And let me read this caption before I play this video, right?
When I type,
the caption says, "Not popping back. Everyone got me blocked." Okay, she said they're blocking each other. I'm blocking each other. Like I said, all Papoose care about is what y'all think of him. What about you, Remy? You do care too, don't you? Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care.
She knows she cares. She cares. Anyway, not in the same type of way. They're angry, okay? They're angry. I think it's more so they're hurt right now. Papoose, I think up to recently, he's secretly hoping. That's something that Clarissa doesn't understand. He's secretly hoping that that's what a man is. A man will put everything on hold to keep his household together. The problem is that oftentimes they don't have the skills to do it. Okay? Oftentimes they will try to use controlling tactics. They will try to use slut shaming or slight slut shaming, you know, the corner condescending type of slut shaming. It's confusion, okay? Anyway, so like I said, all Papoose care about is what y'all think of him. I knew he was coming on here like the emotional girl he is. Oh man, I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there. No. Well, if you go on the internet and you drag your family and then your baby mama come back and drag you and call you an emotional girl, you're not surprised, are you? It's called sign language, remember? You're not really that surprised, right? All right. And I've been waiting. I would listen to only Papoose music 24/7 for the rest of my life before I get back with you, bozo. Wait. Did you understand that? Papoose, come on, man. Come on, man. She said I would listen to only Papoose music 24/7 for the rest of my life before I get back to you, bozo. That means it's impossible. Well, it doesn't mean you're still not hurt. It doesn't mean you haven't moved. It doesn't mean you've moved on, by the way. Sidebar, and you haven't taken my daughter to or from school since last year, but that's allegedly why you got a place so close to my crib. Well, maybe so he can be close to his daughter. She's a mess. She's a mess. Double sidebar, like I always tell you, if you miss me, just say that. No need to start an unnecessary fight. I'm never not saying anything again. Wait, what? That means she's gonna talk. I'm never not saying it. All right. Adeshokwe says the kids. Moral of the story is, if your lover goes to jail, move on. No, I don't think it's that simple. I don't know if it's that simple, but I'll say it's dangerous. I'll say it's dangerous. I'll say it's dangerous to expect that they owe you respect and loyalty because you offered loyalty. Is that unfair? Yes, duh. In love and war, all is already fair. What kind of fairness are you looking for? So Papoose, of course, put out a screenshot of some gift. Papoose shows up gift he bought for Remy Ma. When the narcissist lies and say you never bought them gifts. Oh, did she say you never bought them gifts? When the narcissist lies and says you never bought them gifts. All right, so I told you, he's going to pull out all the receipts to prove that he was a good man. Effectively missing the whole point. Oh, wow. You know what this means, right? You know what this means.
You go explain. Because no evidence.
Mara said, why is she calling him a girl? Now, wow, the manosphere knows why she's calling him a girl. It's called a sign language. Gaming, insult, guilt, and need to be right. The manosphere knows all about this because they've been dragged by their own wives before, so they know. Anyway, Papoose now accusing Remy Ma of editing text. Okay, so before that, so I'm going backwards. I'm basically going back in time, okay? He also posted this. This is all today. This is all happened today. Everything I posted yesterday happened yesterday. But this has happened today. This was him posting this, according to the blogs. Let me read it out. Okay, it said falsifying fake, obviously edited texts and picture. What text are they talking about? I'll come back to it. So I'm going backwards, remember, right? That one-sided, okay, with what looks like no response is an all-time low. Where's the other person in the text message screenshot? You know, again, VDM type of receipt. It's a receipt. It's acceptable in the court of social media justice. You can take any screenshot. You can even create it yourself and say, hey, this is my receipt. And the whole world will fall for it. All right. Claiming they are from over a decade ago is even more pathetic. I don't know where you got those fake edited text and pictures from. You just proved that everything I said was true on your last post.
You go explain. Because no evidence.
On your last post. Why am I on our post? Anyway, I know why. He's hurt. He's hurt real badly. Anyway, by confirming you've been cheating for years. You just proved that everything I said was true on the last one by confirming you've been cheating for years while lying to me, saying you was not with the lame. Why are you even posting fake texts if you're allegedly happy? No, she's not happy. I bet she's claiming she's happy. Just move on. Stop saying sign the papers. I have already filed for divorce on 5/22/25. That was like yesterday, bro. That was like 2 hours ago. I posted it days ago. I never wanted to do the social media foolishness. You know, he keeps saying that. I never wanted to do the social media foolishness, but I'm just going to do it now. But judging by your initial live that was posted, which was full of lies, you insisted. Bitter narcissist. Hashtag bitter and narcissists. When two people are in love, legit in love, right? And they don't get the skills they need, or two people used to be in love and they find themselves in the middle of crisis 8 years into the middle of the marriage and don't get the help they need. This is what it can look like. But they must say to each other, no, you're wrong. They're emotionally entangled up with each other. That's what's going on. Okay, you can call it hate each other, but it's connected. It's with respect to some resentment. I did this for you, you didn't do equally as back to me. I did this for you. How dare you be a human being when I did all that for you? I waited for you for 6 years, right? How dare you tell me I'm controlling and not listen to every word I have to say, or just follow my lead? I was there for you for 6 years. You say enough of that. Oh yeah, she's gonna cheat on you. Is that a good reason to cheat? No, it's a bad reason. So it's always a bad reason to cheat. I'm just telling you what's about to happen. It doesn't have to be cheating sexually. It's like cheat sexually or having intercourse with somebody else. It could be like she sees the kwekus from you for the next 6 months. She calls it, well, I'm no longer in love. Well, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Well, you didn't wash plates for me. Oh, well, you didn't wash my pata. It's basically she doesn't like you. All right. So now you're like, well, your duty, do your duty. Do your duty. You're a wife. You're supposed to be a wife. And then what happens? The distance grows. It grows wider and wider and wider. And now you're not caught out with easy. I'm telling a fake story, by the way. You're not caught out with easy. All right. And then what did you do? Instead of to compose yourself, which is very hard to do, what did you do? You went and snuffed him, knocked him out, he claims. Right? And now she just can't stand it, and she lost all types of respect for you. So you're here, you're saying, but she cheated. And then she's like, I don't care. I don't care, move on. And you're like, no, but you begged me yesterday. You begged me. Why did you move so close to my house? It's because you were trying to beg me. Wait, did he beg you, or it's just a bunch of mess that are not really relevant to the actual issue? Okay, these are two people. I'm not going to question if they were ever in love, but that they are capable of knowing how to love another human being, I doubt it. I doubt it. What should have Papoose done? Papoose should have, he was given to his girl. He was taking care of his wife, went to jail, whatever, came back, but the expectations are off. Okay, he should have managed his expectations. I'm not saying that's easy. I'm just saying he should have managed his expectations. So if she's pushing back and she said, I don't like how we relate or anything, like, he should have been like, okay, let's seek help. He should not be dangling the fact that he was there for 6 years over her head. Maybe it's not Papoose that was doing it. Maybe it's you guys, the public, that was doing it for him. Oh, he was so there for so long, so now he deserves that she stays there for life too. Cap. That's not how it works. Okay, if anything, it can make a person feel like they are in fact serving another prison or life prison sentence. Eventually, it's going to crack down. It's going to create this kind of crash out you're looking at right now. All right. So it's called give and take. Why is this slut shaming her? Oh no, man. Me too. I'm going through it with you guys. Okay. 20 years and he only got one pic of him buying gifts. They don't believe so. See, shall I tired? They're saying you only have one picture, okay, of buying gifts. Man, we have a tendency to do this. She said, I'm not happy after everything I did for you. What about this? What about this? What about this? My wife, when we went through this, she called it Monsiregun. I was like, Bori, I'm a Korea boy. I've never heard Monsiregun before. What does that mean? Siregun, she's trying to, I don't know how to do it, but the point, after I find out, the point she's trying to make is that I do something for you, but I sit down there and I'm counting it, what I've done for you, and nobody likes that. It made sense. To me, it makes sense. Like, okay, you've done something for me, but you're looming over around me and telling me everything you've done for me, and now you're holding me hostage, as in like, I now hold you my life for the rest of my life. That's going to be annoying at some point. It's probably more so annoying because we're having a conversation and you bring up all the things you've done for me. I'm telling you that I don't feel heard. I'm telling you that I don't like what you did, but you are bringing up something else entirely to tell me how much I should appreciate you. So the real issue, my point of contention, is never really addressed. So eventually, that's going to look like frustration. Can you see that? When it's playing out, you'll be caught up in your own feelings. You don't see the other person as a human being. You just see them as they claim to be a husband. They must be a husband, right? They claim to be. Wait, is that what your mother used to teach you as a wife? Don't you know you're supposed to be a wife? And I'm running this house, and you follow my lead, and you have to earn me. Like, wait, you have to earn respect. No, respect is not conditional. You have to earn me. It's a big confusion when you find yourself in the middle of this. So the only way you can really solve for whatever the issue is to first of all understand there's an issue deeper than some stupid gift. Okay, there's something deeper, and they probably haven't told you. They've been lying to you too. Maybe they're trying to protect your feelings, or they're just a liar like the rest of us. So they don't really tell them, or maybe they're not capable of really self-diagnosing themselves of what's going on emotionally. What is it that you're trying to tell me? Which is why I always prescribe active listening, meaning just listen to understand with an attempt to understand. And no, you don't have to come up with a good answer today. There's a good chance you're not going to come up with a good answer today. There's a good chance that you're overstretching yourself out. Maybe take a step back, right? If you don't do that, you know what that looks like? Controlling behavior. That's what it looks like. No, you don't have to agree to it. The other person just have to receive you as controlling. That's what makes it valid. That's their experience that they're having with you. But you know what most people do? They say, I'm not no controlling. No, you're not supposed. It wasn't a requirement that you have to agree to it. Anyway, let's continue. So basically accusing each other. He said she edited text, and then she said, and then he said, she said. Who do we believe now? This comment says she can't fake the messages. They were in her phone. She was scrolling in real time. Oh, she was scrolling in real time. Somebody took a screenshot. Somebody said, regardless of who you like, I feel like it's obvious Remy being moved on, and Pap is salty and was dragging his feet on that divorce. Yeah, a man can go out there and get some quakers and be smashing or find a nice little small girlfriend, but he's in the final analysis, he would like to keep his home together. Okay, and that's credit to men that you ladies need to pay attention to. Okay, that doesn't mean you should continue to be in a toxic relationship. I'm just telling you, you might want to be aware of that. A man, you see, when you get to that space where you say, I'm done, it's over, I've been dealing with this for 10 years, he might just be discovering for the first time that it's been so bad. I told you. Okay, when the experience that my wife had in the first 8 years of my marriage is not the same experience I had. For me, I had a blast. I was enjoying. I might have picked out a few things here and there and say, okay, we argue, right? But when she started to tell the story, it was a different experience. I'm just being honest with you. So if I don't understand this truth, that two people can be in the same context and be experiencing two different experiences, if you don't understand that, you'll be arguing with your destiny now. And yes, especially as a man, you will end up destroying your own home. Or it happened long before you realize it. So 2025, you are crying foul on the internet. She cheated, but actually, in her mind, she left a long time ago. Maybe she didn't want to bust your bubbles. Okay? So she comes home. She was seeing the dude, and then she lies to you. And then she's like, no, I wasn't seeing. And then maybe she was. Just let me tell you something. Some people would tell themselves, this is a real life example. They would tell themselves, like, no, it's just text. Now they're enjoying the attention, right? But as far as they're concerned, in terms of their decision, the decision that's made, they have not decided yet. It's just text, right? And yes, you guys don't believe, but they mistakenly fall on Ebola by mistake, or fall inside a Papoose by mistake, right? But there's a void that is being ignored for the longest. Is that your fault? No, they're responsible for their behavior. But I want you to see that that marriage was done long before that moment. Or whatever you are, the labels, the shaming labels, he's a cheater, she slept on somebody, all that stuff, nonsense. The person that was saving themselves from, quote unquote, you, right? You think they care if you slut shame them? They don't care. Why am I saying that to you? I'm telling you, like, don't wait. If somebody is telling you, or they're trying to tell you something, listening, active listening, listening a little bit deeper to the emotions behind the scenes, why somebody might be complaining, they might be nagging or anything like that, you will collect it when it gets down to it. It will hurt badly. So this person is on the money. This person, regardless of who you like, that means between the two of them, I feel like it's obvious. Remy being moved on. Okay. Remy has moved on. He had moved on a long time ago. Right? But Pap is salty and was dragging his feet when it comes to a divorce. A lot of men do that. Okay. Understandable if he's hurt, I get that. But I also feel like Clarissa will be collateral damage in the end. And us being used for the lick back. Just my opinions. Me being used. How? You don't want it? What do you mean being used?
Will you keep quiet?
We're not being used, okay? I hate to bust your bubble, okay? The best we're going to do with this is what we're doing here with the Prestige family. Extract lessons. But this is entertainment at best for any stranger, okay? They better go back inside the house and fix it because they're still going to need each other. They have a child together, a 6-year-old, I think, together. So they better go back inside and fix it, okay? Not the relationship. They don't need to be together romantically anymore. But the relationship that's going to be here for the rest of their lives. Co-parenting, okay? Nobody cares on the internet. No one cares, okay? For me, I only care as far as the lessons that I'm extracting for you guys. I don't know them personally. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
Around the pedophiles that's over there.
Listen to this one, though.
One of your adopted sisters, knowingly, y'all all know about it over there, touching on kids.
Oh, no. And she is angry. Remy Ma claims she kept her daughter away from Papoose family after his adopted sister allegedly molested kids. Worry about your pedophile sister.
That's why she ain't never been over there. That's why she don't know them. And you agreed with it when we were together.
That's low.
Why my daughter ain't never really go over there like that. So don't try to sit here and spin and act like, oh, she... The same one whose sister is in the shade room comments popping shit. Worry about your pedophile sister that y'all are protecting over there on that side of the family. Okay? Okay? Yes, I'm going there. I'm gonna go there with y'all every time. What up?
She's saying, I don't care if I become the villain. Okay? That's what she's saying. She's saying, I don't care. That he's the only one that cares about what you guys think. Okay. Kemi said both of them are childish with this back and forth. Well, I'll tell you what. Okay. All of us are capable. If you don't build yourself, all of us are capable of being this childish. Okay. If you find yourself in this kind of funk. Okay. So if a person gaslights you long enough, at some point you're going to be like, well, we're going to hell together. You go down low. No, I'm not going high. We're going to hell together. That's what you're looking at. Because at some point their feelings get involved. If it gets thick enough, they literally become children. So you're on the money there. Somebody said, Clarissa went on the breakfast show and said her and Pap was talking about starting a family. Clarissa is there looking at start family. And she has been on lives non-stop. All right, let's look at the screenshot. What is this? A screenshot. Papoose daughter pops off. Okay, so Papoose has a daughter. Looks like a young adult daughter. I don't know how old. Pops off after Remy Ma cheating allegation resurface. It's tea for y'all, but real life for me. That's the reality. Let me see if I can read this. Okay, so she said, let me see. Okay, make it bigger here. Okay. When shit like this happen, I don't know why y'all come to my page. There's more than enough trolls on the internet. She said, is it she? Daughter, right? Said, leave me the F alone. Remy, no, she dead wrong. Y'all, she should have just said, leave me alone and stop. But of course, she cares what y'all think. So she wanted to donate her own too, right? See, Remy knows she dead wrong. Y'all know, family, friends, everybody. She cheated years ago. Publicly, y'all watched her do it. Okay. Every week on the shade room with that other man. Are y'all okay? My father just moved on. Y'all pick and choose all this dumb shit. Y'all just was saying he the most loyal man in the world. Y'all know how much he loved that lady. Yeah. I'm not going to question if he loved her. No, I'm not going to do that. I just think it's probably irrelevant. Okay. My father don't want no damn money from Remy. They're talking to you, Marriott. My father don't want no damn money from Remy. When she cheated, if that's the case, he would have been divorced. He would have been divorced her and got the money. Oh. She thinks the mother, the stepmother, is richer than the father. I put it to you. Who said put it to you? Rufai said, I put it to you that Remy is not that rich. I'll tell you right now. Remy is not no 50 cents. Remy is not Rihanna. Okay. It's tea for y'all, but real life for me. Everybody personal business is whack. We've been through too much as a family to move like that. But hey, my father never in his freak life being sassy. Dude barely talk. That's the thing. That's the thing. They're calling him sassy. That sassiness will come out if you don't take a hold of yourself. Okay. On a good day, see, it's easy not to be sassy if you're not put in a corner like Papoose. Okay. It's very easy. You just call yourself a man all day long, argue on the internet. But if somebody put you in this position, you might end up being sassy too. Just warn you right now. You might end up start making facial expression like a woman, and then people start calling you sassy because your feelings has been hurt. What makes it worse is that you're probably not willing to admit that your feelings have been hurt. That makes it when you jump on it and say I'm masculine. No, they don't usually use that word. It's the weirdo content creators that say that. But essentially they're just being, when people get hurt, they express how they express it. It will take being super intentional. From an emotional intelligence standpoint, understanding you're an emotional being, to not fall for it. Because imagine she just started dragging you and your new girlfriend out. What did he do? He jumped on the internet and started telling on himself. You notice that? Start telling on himself. You talk too much, you tell on yourself. Anyway, she said, I hate this happened, to be honest. Somebody said, let me read this one. I will keep it moving. All the drama started the moment that man moved on. Okay, so people are taking sides. We don't take sides here. Okay? God bless them. I hope they find the healing they're looking for. We don't take sides. It's useless. It's useless to take sides. Okay? So this person, all the drama started the moment that man moved on. Remy was running around with Temu Pap. What's Temu Pap? Like a fake pap? What's Temu? I hear you guys talking about Temu this. I don't know. Is Temu like a platform where people buy fake stuff or something? What is that? Anyway, like Temu Pap for damn near a year. The guy does look like a caricature pap, but it's okay. Maybe that's her taste. Maybe that's her, what do you call it? Her type. She has a type. Like skinny, lanky, beards. And it was quiet, but the moment he moved on, it's all this commotion. So they're saying, this person is saying that Remy is hurting. I think they are hurting. I think the person that's hurting the most is that little child. How's that? So that side. So of course Remy came out. The song they're singing, the song is you said you were just a friend. That song with Mario / Bismarcky song. Yes. Oh baby, you got what I need. Let me share this. Right. So they're sharing this song. She shared this her playing love and singing karaoke in a booth with her newfound love. Somebody said Remy she's childish. Yes, but she don't care right now. Okay, she don't care. And the funny thing, there's more than enough power power to the people, feminist type of power to people that will root her on to find ourselves. This is, if you ever wonder what it looks like to discover yourself after you've been married for about 18 years, this is what it looks like. You discover yourself all over again. You start smiling. That's the dude right there, by the way. That's it. Does it not look like Pop? It looks almost exactly like him. The only thing is the buck teeth. I don't think Papa has the buck teeth, but it looks almost exactly like him. She has a type. So Remy Ma posts up with her monstress. They call it monstress of mistress. Monstress is the blog captain while she and Papoose are on their 38th hour of beefing online. The name of this blog is called It's On Site. That means it's bass bows left and right. Let me see. Kemi says you're right. I've been there before and learned from it. Oh, God bless you. Jim Jim's Beyond Beauty says, wow, bringing out secrets all because your fallout is childish. We don't care. Stop telling us. It's a struggle, Jim Jim. Public too don't collect. Everybody might collect. Everybody. Everybody know. Yes, we are all capable, especially when the emotions and hurts are still fresh. Yes, I want us to know that we're all capable of this, of a certain level of these types of behavior. Hopefully not this extreme. Okay, you need to know that so that you can hold yourself back. If you ever find yourself somebody gaslight you or find you in where you feel the need to hurt them back, hurt people, right? So if you find yourself, you know what it end, you already know, you have the foresight to see that it doesn't end well. You're not going to get anything good from it long term. So it helps you when you acknowledge that, it helps you stop yourself. Okay, knowing that these two shall pass. Yes, they're on the internet, they're dragging you out, they're posting stuff. People are now questioning you, and you're feeling embarrassed by the whole situation. But you now know that these two shall pass. Heaven is not going to fall out of the skies because your ex-partner decided to go weary. That doesn't mean that you must go weary. That's all I'm saying. That may be true. Some men will leave her and claim all the damn money she's boasting of, except she has receipts of him cheating too, right? Except she has receipts of, oh, I told you I was done a long time ago. Except she has receipts of some other kind of receipt. We don't know, right? We don't know. Can Remy Ma be that reckless? Or maybe there's no money to share. How's that? Maybe there's not that much assets to share. Maybe there's a house in New York City somewhere, or maybe in Jersey. I think they're in Jersey. In North Jersey, maybe there's a house worth $3 million, but the actual loan against the house is about $5 million. It's negative equity. You guys don't see that. Oh, come on, stay with me, Jum. Stay with me. Hang out with me here. Stay with me. Guys, oh my God, he looks exactly like, he looks like Papoose. Looks like Papoose. It looks like she's replicating. She has a type. So I don't think if she was with somebody who is like much different from Papoose in terms of looks, frame, and stuff like that, then we might say, okay, maybe she just was looking, maybe she's eyes wandering, or maybe she's cheated. Multiple people can say that, but this right here, it looks like she's thinking she found peace. It's probably temporary, but she's thinking she found peace, and she was living it up, and she was probably planning an exit long before Papoose knew that it's over. That's what I think this is. Okay, it is reckless. It's reckless. A lot of women do this. It's reckless behavior. Anyway, Remy Ma posted this. This is what Papoose was threatening to post. So she decided that Papoose had been threatening to post something, some kind of receipt. So she wanted to jump ahead of it. Basically, she doesn't care. Wait for it. Wait. She doesn't care. I don't care. Where is it? I don't care. Where are you?
Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care.
Okay, she doesn't care. But she cares to jump ahead of these videos and control the narrative. If Papoose is all you want to talk at, he already has this receipt. Why not leave it like that? You don't care. Why are you jumping ahead of the narrative and controlling narrative? Who's controlling now?
There is God.
There is God, oh. There is God, oh. Who is a narcissist now? Okay, nobody me go say no. Nobody's narcissist. We cannot diagnose them. But I'm just telling you, when people are pointing fingers, when this kind of things happen, there's a very good chance that they have just dragged them. They want to collect me, go sink on me. It's all a lie.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
And my goal is that you're able to detect this kind of things and just smell it. D says, so attraction was not a key problem then. Depends on what you mean by attraction. Attraction is always the problem, but it depends on what you mean by attraction. I think you're talking about sexual attraction. What? This is a marriage, right? Now she's been turned off by him a long time before, right? So if you're talking about just the physique, maybe as in like she's not like she's not attracted to him from a physical standpoint. It's a marriage. That one is long gone. The physical attraction thing, that one they've gone past that. But in terms of attraction in a wholesome manner, no, attraction is always the issue. When somebody is turned off, they don't like you, they don't want to be around you, right? Then it's still attraction. So you're talking physical. No, she don't care. Most women don't really care too much about physical too. That's something that men don't understand too. Most women just want to feel safe and secure. So somebody with the biggest buck teeth, with a cocoa on their head like this, if he can manage to make her feel safe and secure, she will cheat on you with him. Even if you're Micah, even if you're Tyson Beckford, that's a name, right? I think that's a model name. Yeah. Because in the long run, all that physical stuff, that money, that fade off. That stuff will fade off. The reality is, does this person feel safe and secure around you? Do they feel safe and secure around you? If they don't, even if they are wrong, it doesn't have to be your fault. It could be a trauma they're dealing with from their childhood or anything like that. That's not what it's about. It's about just understanding what this is. You know? Yeah. So this said, we do not care about physical MOP, long run, quote unquote, long run. All right. Let's see here. Remy Ma tells, okay, so there's another one here. Remy Ma tells Clarissa Shields to stay out of her marriage with Papoose. Let me see. Let me make sure I finish that one. Let me see. Let me make sure I finish it. Damn, I like that song. Anyway, Remy Ma tells Clarissa Shields to stay out of her marriage with Papoose. Please refrain from speaking. This is what Remy Ma posted. Let me see if it's bigger here. Okay, because she's also on the internet, Clarissa. She's also been talking. I'll read her stuff in a second. Okay. No, actually, let me read that one first, then I'll come back to this one. So Clarissa posted this. Remy Ma, I'ma say what the F I want to say. Yes, we're gonna have a family. Yes, we're happy, and yes, she said we're happy. I'm done. Yes, she's an old Bernie. You know what you said?
Not me, Juju be that.
He said, yes, we're happy. All right, that was long as hell. But anyway, so I want to say, yes, we're going to have a family. Yes, we're happy. And yes, you're still invited to the barbecues and cookout long as you have a good attitude. Side chicks. Oh my God. Would you label her a side chick? Yeah. Official side chick. How's that? Let's make it official. Official or unofficial side chick? Okay, anyway, let's continue. They're not really together anymore, so I don't know if we can label her a side chick. She said you're invited to the barbecues and cookout as long as you have a good attitude. Leave me and Pap alone. Leave me and your husband alone. Okay, wait. It's ex-husband to be. Leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worry about you. July 26th is our only focus. And ain't nobody scared of you either. Sign them divorce papers. Pap filed yesterday, miss. Ladies, don't do this. Please. I know it's not always clear cut. You might end up falling in love with somebody's husband. You shouldn't. But as you know, as it be, you know, this, I know, but don't do that, okay? But just in case, okay, that you mistakenly fall in love with somebody's husband, don't be there waiting for the divorce papers. Don't do that. Don't do that. Even if they actually filed a divorce, okay, let me tell you a secret. You will never know for sure if this is authentic. You will always have this crazy ass question behind your mind. Did you pressurize him? Papoose is coming off as somebody that can be pressured, or somebody that can move in ways in a relationship that it might end up like, well, I did this for you. I did you a favor by filing for divorce. Would you like to hear 7 years into your marriage, your husband comes to you and say, you need to appreciate me. I did you a favor. I filed for divorce for your ass. I didn't want to let go of my baby moms. Would you like to hear that? Okay. Anyway, people fall in love. Some people are like, you don't want to, women, I see women all the time. You don't want to have happiness over the pain of another woman. All of you do that. Sometimes it's painted a little bit better. Maybe the person moved on, and then, but that person used to be somebody's husband, so it's okay. Okay, somebody's lost, somebody's win. It's all right. Okay, well, it's finite number, 8 billion people here, so it's probably, you probably took somebody's husband long after they've divorced, so you don't realize, oh, you took somebody's husband or somebody's spiritual husband. The point is that don't make that a point of contention, but you don't really want this kind of drama around your fresh relationship. Just imagine this as a foundation. People that do this clear cut and they do it the right way, their foundation is still will crack because they don't know what they're doing. People that say I do, they don't know what they're doing. How much more you with your korokoro eyes, with your full chest, you are entering this situation. Imagine this as a foundation. Anyway, I'm just saying, what do I know? Ain't nobody scared of you either. No, we know you can knock her out, but keep them knuckles inside of a ring so you don't go to jail. Anyway, another one here. Exclusive. Remy Ma's new man already in another woman's DM. Oh God, another one. I told you guys. I've got 2 more minutes. Let me see. Should we tell Clarissa? She gonna learn. She gonna learn. She gonna learn the hard way. Clarissa sounding like she's threatening her opponent. She's about to fight. Yeah, she thinks this is a ring. Oh my shit. How old is she again? 30? Who is she again? Let me make sure I give her proper accolades on her bio. Clarissa boxer. Let me see if she has a bio here. Clarissa Shields. She's 30. Wow, she was born 1995. Oh, poor baby. She doesn't know anything yet. Clarissa Maria Shields, born March 17, 1995, is an American professional boxer and former professional mixed martial art. This one will kick somebody in the guts. A martial artist, Jesus Christ. She has held multiple world champions in 5 weight classes. Bruh, imagine this person taking husband from you. Won't you let it go, ladies? Including the undisputed female light middleweight title in March 2021, the undisputed female middleweight title twice between 2019. Nah, she's a heavyweight in terms of brand. In terms of brand, she is a heavyweight. Anyway, back to the story on the screen. Back to the Juju said, if desperate was a person, she's in love. I'm in love. She's in love. And when you're in love, this is, I bet Remy was in that place once upon a time. Why do you think Remy would get married to a whole human being over the phone from jail? You think she was trying to play him? No, I doubt it. I think they grew apart. Okay, I think attraction died between them. And I think Papoose was sleeping when it happened. I think he slept for another 3 years after it happened. And I think he was arguing with his destiny. Thought you're a wife. Where are you going? You need me. You owe me your life. Anyway, let me look at this. Look at this. So now they're saying, exclusive by Tasha K. Remy Ma's new man already in another woman's DMs. Do he know he gonna cheat on him with me or not? Wait. This girl, some strange girl somewhere is asking the new guy, do he know you're gonna cheat on me with me or not? She's asking him directly in the DM. And then he goes, do Remy know you're gonna cheat on her with me? LOL. Right, so stop playing. What's Bo's sign? Leo. And then she goes, hate you. Oh no, he goes, hate you. Wait, do he know you're gonna cheat? Okay, he's asking another lady. He slid in somebody's DM. Okay, he's been slick. He said, do he? Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. It took me, I'm slow. It took me a second. He said, do he know that you're gonna cheat on him with me or not? So this guy is a person who probably has a tendency of sleeping with people's girl. He can't find his own girl. Can you imagine? This is why they called him Lane. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you. Thank you. Do you want to dance with Portable? Yes, you do. I'll answer for you. Don't worry.
You know what?
Portable. All right, let's get going. Thank you, Junjum. That will buy me another 10 minutes. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so he said, do he know? Hey, it's okay. It's Ebonics. Do he know you're going to cheat on him with me or not? And then the girl answered, do Remy know you're going to cheat on her with me? LOL. And then he put a smiley, responded, and then she goes, right, so stop playing. And then he goes, what's your sign, I guess? And then she goes, Leo. Is that the line right there? You say, what's your sign? What's your sign? What's your sign? Anyway. And then and then he goes, now this is some very teenage bullshit, right? This is the kind of person that Remy is allegedly messing with. And then he goes, another day entirely, he goes, hate you. And then, so ladies, if a guy slides into your DM, and then he goes, hate you, how would you respond to that? This girl responds, you love me, stop the cap. Stop the cap. You know you love
Stop the
me.
cap.
Anyway, and then he said, didn't even replace the fantasy right. Boo. Okay, so he's sliding in somebody's DM. This doesn't tell us anything. It's just flirting, just a harmless flirting. And so, you're gonna stop being all public with this nigga before I get mad. He actually sent a message to another person's girl saying, are you gonna stop being all public with this nigga before I get mad? And then what is the meaning of CTFU? What is CTFU, guys? CTFU is what? I've seen that. Share the F up. What does that mean? That means just cheer up. Okay. All right. I'm old. Cheer the I'm cheer the F up. Happy Thanksgiving. Same to you. Okay. It's sliding. This is the person though. He has a taste. No, he has a type. This person is almost framed like Remy, but I don't think Remy has a past like that. But everything else almost looks like Remy. These people tend to have a. I mean, all you ladies, is it the makeup? I don't know. I don't know, Jerry.
It's a big one for me.
I don't know. Let's move on. So Clarissa says she's still posting. Clarissa, I'm a read in between the lines type of person. No, she's not. She's just as lame. She's just as lame, in my opinion, as Remy and Papoose. Yeah, everybody.
Everything I do, I will. My boss, graduate to what?
Sorry.
Yeah. Everybody might collect. She's just as lame, okay? Why am I calling them lame? Because unfortunately, their life fell apart in front of their faces and they're trying to tell us a narrative. Us here at Prestige Family, we're not falling for it. They just don't know what they're doing, okay? That's the bottom line. But anyway, Clarissa said, I'm a read between the lines type of person. If the lines are lies, I have a lot of respect for the truth. What? I heard so many lies today, it was crazy. One, if my Breakfast Club interview triggered her that much, just wait till I address the lies she told today. No, all of you are liars. All of us are liars. You're about to tell us your own side of the story that paints the narrative. Rest. Okay. 2, Papoose is not a manager. Ladies, you like to defend a man, don't you? Oh, such a pookie. Oh, women, you two women, don't be a mean person. Don't be mean to this good man. Some of us don't have enough good men, and now you are being mean to one. Yeah. God help me.
Stop the cap.
Stop it, ladies. Work on yourself. Focus on that. Anyway, Clarissa said, Papoose is not my manager. Mark Taffet Media is my manager. Tag the person. I don't know, because Remy says something about being a manager, you know. But we know there's all kind of creative management agreements in the industry. Maybe, oh, I'll get you this deal. You're going to pay me 5%, right? I'll get you this deal. Well, if I get you, remember Ubi Franklin? You remember that? Ubi Franklin helped somebody, pointed somebody in the direction of a car dealership, and then he wanted a share, a 10%. He wanted a share for 10% from the buyer and the seller, allegedly. Industry.
Not be juju be that.
Anyway, so she's now telling us, she's lying to us that Papoose is not her manager. She says, since I've been with Pap, the way they say Pap is like baby, it's like a pet name. Since I've been with Pap, he has created opportunities for me to get bags. Yeah. You see, I told you. So all that talk was cap. 3, don't try and diminish this man character. Pap is a helpful man. Let me tell you something. I have no doubt that Pap is a good man. I have no doubt. If that's all you've picked up from this so far, you're slow. A little bit. Okay. There's no question here that he's a good man. I don't know him personally, so I couldn't possibly say he's not a good man. Actually, I think if he's a good man, the way I think you're thinking, it's actually worse, because he has unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations, they go hand in hand with pride. Right? You don't know it because you're such a good guy. You don't know when you start to operate from a place of pride. You don't know it because, after all, who can tell you that you're a prideful person? Maybe you do two-face. How can I be prideful? It doesn't make any sense. Me, two-face. Anyway, shout out to all the humble guys out there. Okay, if you collect like this, don't be all surprised. Just know that there's more for you to learn. Is it not good enough that you're a good guy? Newsflash, no, it is not. It is not. There's 8 billion people here. You think you're the only good guy? It takes a lot to piss him off, right? He's very loyal and solid. Word is bound to him. Oh, they're defending him. Remember the daughter defended him earlier on, right? She said 4. Let me help this good man be a man. No, sorry. Let me help this good man show the world that he's a real man, right? 4. We've been living our best life since mid-August last year. I really enjoyed our private relationship for reasons like this. But let's make it public in this moment. Just this moment only. She said, all these people judging a situation they know nothing about. That's why I didn't say it's not a good guy. I'm not judging you. I think all the behavior is lame. All of it is just lame behavior, right? But as far as good, I assume that you're a good person. You know, picking up this good man from the gutter and being with him in his trying times, saving him, right? Saving him from a bad woman, quote unquote bad woman. You have to be a good man too, so I get it, right? Now, is Remy a good person? Remy is a good person now. Come on, stop the cap. Remy, she's a good person. She was with this guy for how long? Till 2022? Since 2008? Let's count it. 28, 23, 20. Well, they said she had been cheating all along. Not only that, she also cheated with a woman allegedly by Papoose. I'll play that video for you guys. Okay. Papoose said she's cheated with a woman. Anyway, competition. Number 5. Honda, Airbnbs, hotels. Man, stop. It's crazy how everybody broke. I'm sorry to tell you, but I fight too good to be broke. No, she does have money. So Pap has money. Marriott, she has money. So Pap has money. Your money, our money. Anyway, let's leave that alone. All my cars are 2022s and 2023s. Pap drive a Benz. And got his own place. Everyone know my houses. I got no need to speak lies when the truth will set you free.
Let's be clear. Nobody's scared of nobody.
Nobody's
all of that tough talk. Nobody. All that tells me that I'm coming at you way different than I come at anybody else. Like nobody. There should be no ill feelings at all. Especially in my advice. My advice was like, hey, if you move on with somebody and that person wants to be with you and y'all planning a family together and all that, you can't come and talk crazy to me. How? Your future kid possibly is going to be related to my kid. What you doing? Stop.
What?
You understand what I'm saying?
She's reading the comments. And people go live and they start reading the comments.
There's no ill feelings on either side. And I'm not emotional. I'm not.
Oh, she's not emotional. Who's going to tell her? He is, right?
I'm not. Let's be clear. No.
Let me see. Okay, so the original post I was trying to read before I went into... Did I have... There's a post, right? Oh, I think we went through that. Okay. Well, that was Clarissa's post. But listen to this. Papoose spills on Remy's Mars alleged cheating with a woman. Calls out lies, rejection, and resentment in raw video. Listen to this.
Yeah, I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her. And
he was trying to get some. Okay? He was trying to get some. What's happened? Yeah, tell us more.
And she came into bed with me. She
Okay. What you're looking at on the screen, the one right next to her face is actually the side dude. And the real husband, ex-husband to be now, is Papoose, the one that's talking. They look alike, right? Just in case you didn't know them before, they look alike, don't they? Yeah. Let's continue.
She slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. She go this after she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said something is fishy here.
All right, so this story, I'm not gonna bore you guys with it. This story, there's a girl that Remy and her used to be in jail. Okay. They were in jail together. So after Remy got out in 2014, a couple of years later, the other girl got out. So they used to do everything together. They celebrate birthdays together. This is according to Papoose's story in this same live stream, right? So they did everything together, right? Family. So the girl used to be around a lot. So I guess Papoose went somewhere, something like that. And no, Papoose didn't go anywhere. He was in the house, as he's saying right now. And Remy came and said, you know what? I'll rather go sleep in the guest room. The girl is around in their house. The other girl is around in their house. So he went and, okay, all right, well, you know, whatever. And then something like, he was trying to get some. When a man is trying to get some, and then there's a girlfriend in the house, and you're not picking up the vibes, and it's not being upfront and say, hey, I want to get some, you know. So you're not really giving an outright no to, right? He'll be salty. That's just what it is, okay? The blue balls is real. It's just real, okay? So Now, if you know what you're doing, just say what you want, or say, hey, you got me next time, whatever, Yeah, but you have a comment. Don't be salty, right? But clearly, this is not a one-time event. It happened over and over because he said, I'll be honest, I was trying to be intimate. So this girl went and said, okay, I'll go into, and then he came back or something like that. And then the next thing, she went back into the guest room with this girl. And then I think Papoose went into the room at some point, and then I think he said she left the baby in the other room, and she was in the room, in the guest room, according to him, with this other girl. So his conclusion that she also cheated with the girl. So maybe Remy likes girls too.
I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't add up. You feel me? So,
by the way, the more quiet he is in his real life, the more the chances he would do something like this, come out and tell us stories. Okay, if a person is a talkative, they tend to also don't feel the need for validation like this, at least not public validation. And then they will also tend to have friends that they can speak to and say, this is how I'm feeling, this is what's going on, and then their friend can also easily tell them and say, no, don't do that, it's not. There will be at least one friend that will tell you that don't do that, right? So there's a good chance that he's a loner, like he doesn't have a lot of people he could talk to, and he hasn't been talking to, right? Yeah, it's sad, but now, so this is him saying, there's no rocket science here. She must have been sleeping with that woman in their guest room in their house and leaving their baby in the other room. Kemi said, Omo, Remy ma for my hand with her choice of rebound, move on, man. You're wrong. Now true, he's a lame with his bad cheating behavior. Yeah. It's God.
Damn, something wrong, something ain't right here. So one time, I had to go do something. I had to go handle some business. So I go handle business. I come back in the crib. It's a big ass crib, and they got.
So he had to go do something. He came back in the crib, right?
A long walk.
I'm correcting the story I told a little bit.
Way to get to our bedroom.
To the bedroom.
Like a long walkway, and then on the other side is the other rooms. So I come in the crib. As soon as I walk in, I look down towards our bedroom. I see my daughter in our room by herself.
The daughter is by herself.
What the heck?
That will piss me off. Okay, that will piss me off. No, I admit that that will piss me off. Okay, I won't know what to do with myself in that moment. But I will never come on the internet and tell you the story. See the difference? It's not about being a perfect person. It's about knowing that if you get caught up in your feelings, you're normal human beings, but you want to keep these things contained within a controlled environment. You expose it to the world, there's no telling to how far that's going to impact your family for a long time. It's just a bad idea.
Where the hell is she at? So I go up the other side, and when I tell you this is a big clip, so it's a long walkway. I go to the other side, I go in the room. She in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate, peanuts, cashew, all these type of raisins all laid out. But my daughter in the room by herself. So I said, yo, why the baby in the room by herself?
So another thing that men tend to do is that, not just men, everybody, right? When you see something like that triggers you, right? Your mind will create 200 Nollywood movies around different scenarios of what led to that point, right? You will create it and it will actually feel like the truth in your head. Okay, see how I told the story? He wasn't really there. He just saw her on the bed. Can't even see the homegirl, right? But there's peanuts, there's cashew. What does this tell us exactly, right? And the baby is in the other room. What if it's just that moment? We don't know. Or what if it is his biggest fear ever? They've been smashing for the last 20 minutes that he took that walk, right? Where do you think his mind is going to go naturally? He's going to go with the worst case scenario. Why am I telling you all this? Do what you like with what I just told you. There's a worst case scenario and there's a best case scenario.
She made some bullshit excuse. Extreme liar. You never seen a liar like this in your life. I said, where homegirl at? She didn't even answer that. It was just like a weird answer. I pushed past that. Moving on along.
He told so many stories just telling on himself, in my opinion. Okay. Does she like girls? We don't know. It wouldn't matter, really. It doesn't matter. They moved on, right? Let me see here. The comment here, I liked him better when he was silent. Somebody said, first of all, she did 6 years locked up and was very tomboyish. She was very tomboyish before prison. So yeah, she loved the box. Second, Remy ain't start having soft girl era till a few years ago. That's true. She started doing a little bit, and if, the way she was talking just now, that girl is masculine. Okay, all right. You're not gonna drag her in her face. She's gonna drag you. She's gonna do the gangster with the internet. This is the best she ever looked. Third, they both hurt and it shows. Sad to see them go out like this. And Clarissa needs to mind her business and stay out of it.
So hard to say goodbye to my name. So I don't know. First of all, I told y'all that Remy did not want Papoose no more. She wanted her freedom and she wanted to fuck around. Okay, they have not been together, even though everybody tried to say I was lying and making it up because they were appearing at Fat Joe's dinner. Remy don't want Papoose because Papoose allegedly is too controlling. Okay, and she wants to be free. She went from one prison to another. And she just wants to be free for the first time in her life before turning 50. She said she's not even really turning 50 because she lost 6 years of her life. So she going back, and that's why she rapping about the shit she should have rapped about when she went to jail, but she couldn't. So now she's trying to make up for that. She's just trying to make up for lost time. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe she's going to double back, but for her to drop Papoose's last name before she drops the divorce docs, bitch.
She said she's going to double back before she drops last name and then drop Papoose. She said this months ago. She said prior to all the recent Remy Ma Papoose drama, Tasha K told y'all she had no respect left for him. All right, probably more so, much more than attraction is respect. She's lost respect for him. Okay, respect is not a knob where you turn it off and on. It's a function of a sequence of events over a period of time. So if it's messed up, it can be very hard to rebuild it back up. Okay, especially if you don't get help. She's lost respect for him, like disgusted. Doesn't mean she won't do back and forth. Remember, there's a duty, marriage, right? She's probably questioning herself, like, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I should do this, maybe I shouldn't do this, right? Or maybe I could just go do that and get right. I was gonna get right back.
Remy, I think Papoose will understand that you just want some dick that you missed out on.
She just called him weak too. Why would he accept that you just want some dick? She just literally called him weak too.
I get it. One prison to another. And you know he talked too much too. He always, every time Remy was in interviews, she would just be sitting there like, and he'll be like, yeah, the first time.
During the interviews, he did talk a lot. He did the most of the talking.
I met her. I said, you were gonna be my bitch. Right. And I'm gonna hold you down, bitch. I'm gonna come put money on your books, bitch, and I expect you to be a good bitch. I just don't understand why all the secrets. You were just so like public with everything else. You were public with the getting married, the holding down, the this and the that. Why not be public with the separation? It's not much to say about this Remy Ma Papoose shit at all because I ain't shocked. I'm just like, why Papoose threatening to sue me? Why Remy got
Papoose threatening to sue?
her team reaching out to me saying it's not true. Whole time it's motherfucking true. We been told y'all what was going on. Even the nigga she was trying to get me to pay him to out her. Like, nigga, what? Yeah, she want pussy. Let's just put it out there. She want pussy and she want young niggas. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Somebody said nobody cares but her. He looks happy and very supportive. She wasn't online acting crazy while she was with him. I believe is a good manager. So this person is sympathizing with Papoose. So Papoose will have his own sympathizers, and Remy Ma will have her own sympathizers. What I've seen thus far is Papoose has a lot of sympathizers, because in general people don't like people being oppressed. All right, just in general, people don't like people getting oppressed, so they will take sides if it feels like oppression, especially if they can relate. Okay, I used to live in the same building as them in NYC, and Pap was always so nice and friendly. He has a really good vibe in general. Remy was the opposite. Yeah, they tend to be attracted to the tough girl too, right? Just the way it works. Somebody said, well, should you find your own type? I said, no, that's not the problem. That doesn't solve the problem. Your attraction is what you're attracted to, but you need to understand that you're going to need a little bit more than your ability to be nice, having quote unquote friendly, good vibes. Well, the person you're with better be feeling that good vibe. If they don't, you're going to get dumped. I never felt she was 100% in. Yeah. Tasha always has the receipt, y'all. Just, all right, let's move on from Tasha. All right, so Pap is still winning. See, people think it's about winning and losing. This is their lives, okay? There is winning and losing involved, but when one side loses on this one, they all lose. Everybody. Okay? Everybody. Let's see. Yeah, we're seeing that. Okay, so this was the pictures we saw earlier on. All right, so let's read this one. This is what I was trying to read earlier on. Somehow I went past it. Remy Ma posted, this is what Papoose was threatening to post. This is why he's so mad. This is why this is why he wanna go to games and be seen, because he thinks it's payback. But I don't care. You care. Some people say, I don't care, but I'll drag you still. Some people are like that though, okay? He's had photos and videos for years. He mad that I am actually smiling and laughing again. I'm not ashamed of anything I have done, not even all I have done for you. I did it because I'm the realest ever. Oh, she's saying I did it for you, but you were with him. All right, whatever. You claim I was so bad and said all these horrible habits I have. You can't claim that, Papoose, because you were with her while she was doing all the bad things. Unfortunately, this is the moment where you take an L and you move on. You can't come back and say my wife was a terrible wife, but she was just bad, and me, I'm just innocent. It doesn't work like that, okay? Yet you stayed for my daughter. Nah, you stayed hoping I would come back. And when you saw I wasn't falling for the usual tactics, you said, F me and F my baby, but had to lie and say I'm keeping you away for your image. And that's also why you stayed the 6 years, 4 months, and 10 days I was away, because I'm really who I say I am. I've been home for 11 years now. I don't owe anyone anything. I'm a great mom, was a great wife, and just want to be left alone like I leave everyone else alone. Sidebar, I am private, so this all has taken a lot out of me to even do, but enough is enough. To all the friends and family that try to intervene, I appreciate and love you all. Double sidebar, to any woman out there staying because it's used to be good or for the kids, don't. Stay because the person actually loves you and is actively changing for the better, not because you're scared to leave and worried about what people will say. Damn, it's sad to see.
We go explain, because no evidence.
Sad to see. This caption say, Remy Ma just made it loud and clear. She's done looking back. The Bronx rap queen shared an Instagram page. All right, let's see here. Now look at this one, right? This is one that they post over the last 24 hours. Now put out the rest of your lies and sign the paper. Stop having people call me. I'm no longer moved by threats. I don't care about the sex tape. Oh, there's a threat over a sex.
Funke!
What? I don't care about the sex tape that you probably watch every night. Psycho. Jesus Christ. And nobody sent it to you. You got it out my phone like everything else that you didn't sneak record. I'm not giving you a dime. Uh-oh. Not looking good. I came home August 1, 2000. This was Mr. Perfect with one of his baby mothers. She ain't do shit to me recently. So, see, I told you. I didn't see all this before, by the way. She has her own receipts. Because he's a baby father of multiple baby moms. And he hasn't been walking a straight line. I doubt. LOL, Didi. The baby moms sent a picture. A dude picture. Replace the D with the N. That's for Father's Day. And for... So, problems. I'll let you do whatever you like with this. Okay. That's for Father's Day. And for Ernst, the phone that wasn't out right. Erase after, please. These people are dumb. You think they're actually going to erase after? Can you tell some to call me? Okay, thanks. Wow. Daddy. Wait. Actually named Daddy. Okay. Baby moms was cooking for him, helping him with dollars. And of course, effing. Then started ghosting her when I got out. And telling me she's a liar. Let me read this right. Okay, this person is sending pictures to him, right? They're exposing themselves. Chinye, where have you been, Chinye? Good to see you, Chinye. Was cooking for him, helping him with dollars, and of course, effing. Okay, so the baby mother was cooking for him, and of course, helping him with money, and then was, when they were together, they started ghosting her. Then he started ghosting her when I got out. So when she came out of jail, he started ghosting her and telling her she's a liar and just wants him back. Sounds familiar? He's probably like, wait, but that was like 10 years ago. Wait, but that was like 8 years ago. They don't forget. If it comes out, if you're moving mad and then it comes back up again. I know, man.
He shock you.
Yeah. She kept the receipts. Y'all like receipts, right? She kept the receipts. Thank you, and I couldn't help it. LOL. You're not responding. It's funny now. She said it. It's funny now. The actual wife is out. Wow. Anyway, somebody said, I think a lot of y'all missing the point. Remy is clearly fed up with the lies and has been quiet long enough. She's literally showing y'all this man cheated first. For everyone saying she messed the marriage up, she's literally showing your Papoose. Papoose is not as innocent. No one is ever as innocent as a look. That's the fact. Okay? Papoose is not as innocent as he tries to be portrayed to the world with this black love stuff. No one is ever as innocent as they paint. And the worst of them are the Mr. Nice Guys. I keep telling you all that, right? Thinking it was, when I say Mr. Nice Guys, and like people were like, I'm a good guy, so that should be enough. No, that has nothing to do with what it takes to keep a family together. Thinking it was going 6 years without is crazy. Whoever thought that? Okay, and why would you need to think that? They were together. Whatever they do in their private life is their lives. But if it comes out and become messy like this, hey, you go get dragged or you will collect. This for the people who thought he was holding it down. I'll shut up. I'll let you guys have that, okay? But the point here is that he wasn't as perfect as the people supporting him. That's why I said there's no need to pick a side. You have no idea what went down. Even with all this, we still don't know. Okay? We still don't know. If a person is getting value in a relationship, they stay there. That's how it works. If they're no longer getting value, they will leave. And it's not going to be your stupid moral stuff. Okay, it might be they will live in a way, in a very funky way, that you might question their morals, but they still left. Okay. Remy Ma with a message for Clarissa. So she sent this to Clarissa. It says, if you just turned 30 and allegedly just met someone 8 months ago that is 47 years old that I knew since you were 10 and was married to them since you were 13, and he has 4 biological children, one age 28. Who would have thought Papoose has a 28-year-old? One age 28 but will be 29, one age 25, another one age 24 but will soon be 25, and a 6-year-old baby, and currently promising you a newborn while finally agreeing to divorce 18 hours, 54 minutes, and 3 seconds ago. Please refrain from speaking. Oh, poor Clarissa. Somebody said, nah, they came at her for too long. They was on her top. I condone this. She was silent. They kept entertaining the interview, so now she about to join the entertainment. I'm here for it, Remy. Read on. All right. They don't care about you, Remy. You might want to put that back inside. They don't care. All right. Another comment here says, that's when she came back with, Remy, I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. Yes, we're going to have a family. Yes, we're happy. So somebody says, so Remy cheats, leaves Pap, and now is bitter. He's happy. A woman's work. Oh, Benny.
Oh, Benny.
Pap is the prime example of when you fumble a good man over being selfish. Happy for you, my boy. They will not learn. Self-aware of self-worth. Oh God, why did he take him so long to file the divorce? That should tell you a lot. Okay, he clearly wasn't moving on. She's a rebound. That ninja over there, the buck teeth one, he's a rebound. She's a rebound. And that's okay. As long as you're having a good time. Yeah. You know, but yara one brain. Rebounds. No more, no less. Okay. Doesn't mean you won't catch a baby. Doesn't mean, but you go collect. Ladies, if you do this, you can catch a baby, but you go still collect. This ninja obsessed with me. So Easy Block, the side dude, came back and says, this ninja obsessed with me, I swear. Come on now, come on. They do look alike. But it looks like Papoose fixed a teeth, or he bought a teeth or something. That teeth looks like veneers from afar. Maybe he will buy his own teeth at some point too. Let's read this. Papoose posted, ladies, can you imagine tricking on a ninja that look like this? Remy Sugar Ma. All my designer jewelry came with certificates with my name on it, verifying that I purchased it. Pawned your jewelry? So Remy is claiming that he pawned the jewelry, right? Stop lying. You've been spending my money for years. So now Papoose is claiming you were spending my money, right? Spend my money for you. Also, the money you made was made off of the music that I wrote. Heard the knockout victim said I was obsessed with him. Ninja, I'll be the dog shit out of you. Stomped you out. You had 5 ninjas with you. I was by myself. Shout out to Jack Boy Maine. He was there. And many others. Heard she bought the bomb. Who never had jewelry in his life before he met her a Rolex. And that's BS chain. And that BS chain. Oh, they're hurt. Everybody's hurt. This is Remy posting this. Clarissa, I'm blocked, so I couldn't at you. But in case you haven't noticed, nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking about July 26th. They truly don't know where it is. The opponent, nothing. Not even after this little stunt. That's what should have been and should be. Why would you tell us about July 26th, some family event? That's weird. Anyway, Listen, if you're ready to be a grown woman, call me. You have the number. In the meantime, Google divorce mediation. I've been offering that for years. Now, back to your girlfriend, Papoose. Bring that ass here, boy. Okay.
You're a piece of shit, Papoose. You really are.
Let me rest my voice a little bit.
This shit right here, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else. If that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of you, your percentage, because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy. He's the one that don't want to sign, don't want to get his stuff out his ex house. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess. He's telling you he want a son, right? He has a son. He has a son. He just doesn't like his son's sexual preference, so
Jesus.
He acts like he doesn't have a son. He has a son. We have a son. I would be telling you, girl, get your ass from over there. What are you talking about? That's what I would be doing if that was my friend.
Jesus is Lord.
Somebody say I'm Team Remy. Well,
Normally,
listen to
I
this.
wouldn't even entertain this, but the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this,
that would be the excuse to come out, right?
who do you love? Who do you love? You got a problem with everybody.
Okay, so this was very important. I'm glad I hit this one. Papoose accuses Juju of giving Remy more bad advice following her split with Cameron. Gentlemen, resist the urge. Okay. Sorry, Junjun, I missed your comment. Resist the urge, gentlemen. Okay. You're going to be tempted to say the friend is teaching her, the mother is teaching her. No, it won't be after it's blown up like that. You probably did it 5 years ago. And those are the things that pile up on top of each other to become what you see today. Get to the point where she lost respect and she can't redeem herself even from doing the wrong things. All right, so resist the urge from saying her mother taught her bad behavior. It's not going to help you. Okay, focus on your focus. Resist the urge to say things like, oh, is the friends or bad company, Abi, all this your friend that you're carrying around. Resist the urge to say things like, oh, is the channels that she's been watching on YouTube. If she's watching a YouTube channel, you need to worry about the deeper part of the reasons why she's watching that. Even if that thing is toxic, you have to wait it out. If you say things like she's watching that and all this toxic, all this stuff, you're shooting yourself on the legs. Okay, all this, so that's what Papoose is doing here right now. Papoose is tackling one other girl called Juju, who is ex-girlfriend with what's his name? One other rapper like that. Cameron, right? Cameron. So Papoose is now accusing Juju of being a bad friend or something like that. So listen to it.
Ever since Cam left Juju, she been the bitter best friend.
Ever since Cam left Juju, so he has beef with Juju. Okay. He has beef with Juju. I forgot her name. I will pull up our information, but her name is Juju, something like that. When they call him salty, this is where it's coming from. Okay. So even his tackling his ex-wife cannot stay there. He had to tackle all this extra. Is she the villain or it is everybody else's fault? Which one is it? It's confusion. Listen to it. So now he's calling Juju the bitter friend, something like that.
Putting bad ideas, bad concepts, bad advice in your ear.
That sounds like the man who said, bad ideas, bad concept.
Let's keep it real.
Oh, this dude is probably red pill now.
See what I'm saying? This is what I didn't want to do, man.
It's done. Done did. You can't erase it anymore.
Who do you love? Who do you love? You got a problem with everybody. Ever since Cam left Juju, she been the bitter best friend.
Yeah, she's been the bitter best friend. Somebody said Pop went from being quiet to speaking for 40 days and 40 nights. Lord have mercy. Somebody said listening to your single friends gonna have you single every time. It's not relevant. You should worry about why does she feel safe with single friends. Okay? Again, this has nothing to do with right or wrong. This is just how the dynamics play out in real life. Oh, you're not holy. She's not holy either, right? Obviously, right? You're not holy. If you don't nurture, if you don't be intentional about your relationship, you're going to find yourself, you're going to be seeking validations from everywhere. And of course, that will include potentially bad places. But I promise you, you cannot blame a friend for the demise of your relationship. It's not going to happen. Okay, you're shooting yourself more on the legs because you're clearly not paying attention to the actual lessons you should learn. So, Papoose, there you have it. The same signs.
Putting bad ideas, bad concepts, bad advice in your ear. Let's keep it real.
That Cameron right there.
See what I'm saying? This is what I do.
All right, so let me see. Clarissa Shields, class back. We already seen that. I think we've exhausted it, don't you think? I think we've exhausted it. Who is she? She's supposed to be the gangster, sexy rapper. All right.
This is the lane.
This is this.
Saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Want to go with that, but you're right though. Anything can happen. Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about when I'm saying that news.
As a married man, I wanted to protect her from being blackmailed.
Listen to this.
I told her if
the good guy, as a black married man, you wanted to protect her. We've all done that, okay? That's not the question here. I just wouldn't come out and shalaye it to the rest of the world, okay? The idea is you protect your family, you protect your children, you protect your wife, and in many ways, you protect your wife even when she's misbehaving. Yes, that happens. But don't put yourself in a position where you have to come and explain to the rest of the world. Because if anything, it tells us how much, notice how I'm saying this, how much self-control you had inside of the relationship. And keep this in mind, if somebody is quiet publicly, they were not quiet with the person they're having sex with. Okay? This guy was not exactly the quiet type that you see in public when he's dealing with Remy Ma. Okay? So don't defend him because he's the quiet type. No, he's quiet. But the person he's having sex with on a constant basis for years, no, it's not quiet. That's a different persona. So is he pretending? No, he's not. It's just that you don't know that person when they're between them and their partners. You don't know them. Stop acting like you know them. That's the point I'm making.
This is going on. Let me know. Whatever he's blackmailing you, I'll handle that. And we'll get past it as a family. But she's such a...
He was blackmailing her. Maybe it's the sex tapes and stuff, right?
She lies so much, you don't know what to believe. So I'm like, damn, is she blackmailing? Is he blackmailing her or not? But I want y'all to hear this. Listen to this.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back and then I get dragged on both sides.
So now Papoose recorded his wife saying that he wants to bend over. Is that what I'm hearing? That he wants to bend over? I'm trying to just make... This guy is blackmailing her, so she's trying to make it look cool until just... get rid of him. So he taped that conversation of her admitting that, yes, I cheated, but I'm trying to get away from this guy, but he's blackmailing him. So blackmailing me, so I have to like, you know what I mean? You get it? Yeah. So he's playing us. Papoose plays audio recording of Easy alluding to blackmailing Remy Ma, and audio of Remy saying she would have left Easy if she could. So she was stuck there. Remy is reckless, but she doesn't care.
Team Papoose and team fuck this nigga.
Team fuck this nigga.
The lame guys need to hear that, okay? So she got to a point and she said, okay, team Papoose or team F this nigga. So that's the back and forth that she did. So she wasn't just like, oh, I'm done. No, she played like it played out like it normally plays out, right? She wanted to be gone, but then she will come back, and there's just a lot of back and forth, right? So at this recording you hearing, she's basically explaining to Papoose that I'm trying to get away from this guy, but there's a blackmailing going on. And then there you go. But at this point, they don't care. Why is Papoose playing this to us? Majority of people on the internet, they still won't get it. Okay, but the point you should get out of this is that none of them two are innocent. Taking sides is lame. I've been telling you that forever. Lame. Okay, if we're gonna get any lessons out of this, I'll share a couple of lessons with you. Let's play this for.
That's your name, babe, bro. Your name is Team Fuck This Nigga. Hold on, let's play this again.
I actually left a comment yesterday. Say you go explain. Anyway, that's the ladies. Can you imagine? Okay, all right. I think we're done. I think we've assisted it.
I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth. And with
Sales. My air, I've never breathed so freely in
that she's
okay.
Done. She never breathed so freely in her life.
I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, she was done.
Shots to go to Africa. It was pills. How do I know? Because the text came to my phone because he's still on my health insurance. He just didn't want you to go. That's all.
Oop, Remy Ma says Papoose son thanked her for sharing her truth. Also denies calling Pap to get back with him. I was laid up yesterday.
So he could sit over there and call me.
Could you please ask him? Because he keeps saying he doesn't have any clothes, but he doesn't really have to come over here and get them. I literally had. I'm so great. I'm so nice. Look how nice I had this bagged up. I bought these bags off of Amazon. These are good bags, and I packed it so nicely. Hats in one, sneakers in one, jackets in one. I did everything. So it's waiting here. I cleared out this whole area. Everything. Look, this has been here since last year. I don't know. Actually, my ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included.
This is the part that Maria said, was she the breadwinner? She's just, again, she's busy shaming right now. So I think they've been both broke. And I think that might have actually created a rift between them. They probably had arguments about money as well. You know? So now here she's claiming that he's broke. You know, I doubt it. They're both broke.
Stop playing with me, sir. Oh, and you just filed that today. Look at the date. For anybody that just came in and just missed. Could you please ask?
All right, guys.
Also,
we're not going to do the also. Let's round it up. Homework for you. Okay? Homework for you. I'm going to leave you guys with this. This is something for you to work with as we're going through this. Beyond Beauty, Jujum said, if they don't want to stay together, they can just leave each other. Abi, what's all this? Oh, easier said than done. The MOP question: who went to jail between both of them? She did for 6 years. She collected 8 years and then she served 6 years and then she came home. Yeah. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. So let's get back to the question: did Remy Ma cheat on Papoose? Today you've gotten, I think, more than enough. We will never know the full truth, but you've gotten more than enough, okay? Of, you know, we know that none of them are innocent, okay? That's just the reality. And that's the reality in any relationship that falls apart. Nobody is innocent, so stop it. Yeah, stop bringing gender war and all this nonsense into it. It's going to be easy to bring gender war into it, but don't do it. For your own good, like, collect some wisdom, okay? But here's some homework for you. I want you to play all of this back in your head, right? In terms of power dynamics in relationships, what did you learn? Okay? What did you learn? In terms of power dynamics in a relationship, when a person accuses a person of infidelity and the other person accuses them that they are broke, what did you learn? What does that look like in terms of power dynamics, or what, Just think that through, right? All right. Now, in terms of their public image too, how much do you think, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think this has affected them? Whatever number you choose, right? Think about it. Now, how do you think this same scenario, people putting themselves on blast, people going to talk about strangers or strange people or outsiders about their relationship, what does that look like now that you've gone through this live stream for you now? Like, is it I want to give you a hint, right? I want to give you a hint. The social media, you are a celebrity in your own right, as in people know you. And if you jump on the internet right now and you start dragging your ex on the internet, there's always somebody that will call you and say, what are you doing, right? I hope so. I hope you have enough in your circle, people that support you, that will say, don't do that, right? So if you are like that, then that means they're celebrating you and they don't want you to drag your own dignity in the mud, right? So with that being said, what did you learn in terms of leveraging the public for sympathy or empathy? They are not the same thing, by the way. Number 3 things that I want you to really pay attention to is consequences of power imbalance in a relationship. It's supposed to be you and I against the world. But how would you describe what you just saw right now, right? They used to be in love. Let's not cap. They should never be married. They should have asked questions. They used to be in love. Stop the cap. Okay? Excuse me. They used to be in love. Okay? It might have been toxic. You might want to call it toxic, whatever you want to call it. Attachment, avoidance, all that
Stop
stuff.
the cap.
You can call it all that. That's okay. Okay? But they used to be, they're hurt. Both of them are hurt. Okay? But she's done. She's been done. He was still trying to hang on some kind of thread. He's getting that kind of good loving, a little bit of good loving from that girl, but that girl don't know. Clarissa doesn't know anything. As far as easy block teeth, the guy, I think he doesn't care. You can see him already slid in somebody else's DM trying to sleep with somebody else's girl. Allegedly. So let's not make a big deal out of that. But there's a lot of men out there that will mistakenly enter your Papoose if you are vulnerable like that, and they will help you destroy your home and your dignity if you allow them. Okay? And gentlemen, the lessons here is that being a good guy is the bare minimum. Congratulations to you. You should be a good guy. Congratulations to you. But there's a lot more that you need to learn. You need some skills. Okay? If you're looking for me, the links are in the description box. You can get the books for free, manofprestige.com. All right? And hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. I'll see you on the next one. Answer the question in the comments. I'll be right back.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done